Hello, everybody. How are you? Who is ready to suffer today? Raise your hand. Me, I am. I mean, ready is a loose term. I'm willing to suffer, I suppose. But I hope everyone's having a good start to their Wednesday? I think it's Wednesday. Mayor of Canada's ready to suffer. Heck yeah. Mayor of Canada, aren't you supposed to be walking right now, gathering all the aluminum cans in the world? It's good to see you, though. Hey, how's it going, folks? I'm not gonna lie, I'm dreading this a little bit. Most of you probably know that I don't draw a lot of people, and I really need to. It's on my list of things I want to get better at. And part of that is gonna be becoming more comfortable just drawing, well, I'll work my way up to expressions, but right now I just need to get comfortable drawing the human face. So I'm doing some portrait studies today. I'm always open for tips. I saw the Reddit thread you posted, Dally. Also, hi, Dally. Yeah, definitely. We have like a talk shop section in the Discord. You can always post, like, if anyone has resources or tools for anything related to art, any part of the art making business, that's a good spot to put it for sure. But yeah, I'm going to start with, I forget what the name of this is. This is like a well-known planes of the human head kind of breakdown. I couldn't figure out where I got this image, so I apologize if anybody like knows this artist or something. I found it on Pinterest and there were no links, and I couldn't figure out who it belongs to or who made it. But this is there's a name for it. I forget the name of it, but it's named after some guy. But it's basically the idea of breaking down the face into planes. To kind of help you structure the human face. And of course those planes can vary based on a lot of factors, right? But anyway, Timber Anew! Oh gosh! Thank you for that raid! We just got started. You're right on time. You can't stay above yet. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you sending your community and your lurkers over here. Hello, Timber Anew's crew. Thanks for coming, and you guys go follow Timber Anew. I was lurking on Timber's stream recently. Does a lot of wood carving and stuff. Very, very fun. If you're looking for like a different kind of art stream, definitely go check out Clint's work. And thank you so much for that raid. I was just explaining what we're about to get started doing. This is the art gym. We do warm-up studies in the mornings, Monday through Wednesday. And yeah, I'm trying to get better at a lot of things, and one of the things I'm trying to get better at is drawing the human face and drawing the human figure. We do a lot of figure studies here. I try to do them twice a month for the warm-up studies, or for the art gym as we call it. But I want to work in more like portraiture and character art stuff, because I feel like characters and being able to find a way to be interested in drawing humans is something I'm trying to work on. So if anybody is interested in joining me in that, we do kind of like a draw along. If you want to do this topic specifically, like if you just want to suffer with me, come on in, let's suffer. We'll be doing like a share and tell, I guess, at the end. Just make sure that what you share is work safe, especially when it comes to like human figures. Please, if you do any figure studies, just censor them as needed. I don't want to get in trouble with Twitch. And then, yeah, make sure if whatever you submit, as long as it's a study, there's guidelines at the top of the warm-up studies section if you need ideas, and you can always ask. But yeah, we just want to make this a place to encourage people to do the hard and boring stuff that comes with learning to draw. And anyone's welcome, no matter what stage of the drawing process you're at, like how knowledgeable you are or whatever. All skill levels, all progress stages are welcome, if you'd like to. You can also draw something else. You don't have to do portrait. If you're not ready to tackle this, if you're afraid of it like I am, feel free to draw something else. The whole idea is that you draw from reference, though. Charlie's Dragon just subscribed for 12 months in a row. Oh my gosh, that's almost a whole year. Wow, almost a whole year. Seriously, Charlie's Dragon, that's very, very generous. Thank you so much for... Has it really been 12 months? Wow, that's crazy. Well, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. And I don't quite know how to read that if... yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you, and I hope it's been fun. It's been fun getting to know a lot of people here on Twitch, but I really appreciate you subbing. Okay. Do you believe in life after love? No. Next question. Let me scroll up and say hi to everybody, and then I'm totally not delaying this, by the way. I always say hi to everybody first, but if anybody wants to get started, what I always recommend is setting a timer for at least like 30 minutes. That's kind of like my benchmark. I feel like most people can fit in 30 minutes somewhere in the day. If that's too much, go ahead and do it for, 15 minutes. That's fine too. Oh my gosh, my phone is blowing up. What is going on? Let's see. Mayor of Canada, oh, thank you for following so long. Charlie's Dragon says, followed you in November of 2023. Wait, wow, 2023? Dang. That's a long time. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Sorry, my math broke in my brain. I was like, wait, that's a long time ago. Very, very kind of you, Charlie's Dragon, and Mayor of Canada, and everybody who's here. But yeah, if anybody wants to get started, like I said, just go ahead and like set a timer and try to do what you can. For anyone who is lurking from the raid, if you haven't seen my work before, I was gonna try and pull up one of Timber's pieces. Oops, that wasn't supposed to show up on that page. The only kind of like traditional media that I do is this, so maybe people from a wood carving stream might be interested in sculpture. I do sculpting. Usually I do it on stream like the last stream of the month, so this was the one I did I think 2 months ago. Yeah, I've sculpted a lot of creatures. I draw a lot of creatures in general, so one of my goals is to get more comfortable and more interested in drawing people. I have a webcomic called Drift that I've worked on off and on. I'm hoping to pick that up again this year, actually. It's one of my big goals for 2025. And then I, did Down November last couple months ago, I guess it was now. Anyway, this is the type of stuff that I do. So if you like this kind of thing, stick around. It's what I do. I also bumble. That's just part of it. And I guess ramble is something I can't seem to stop doing. So anyway, if you like any of that, feel free to hang around. Yeah, children's books and book cover illustration, that's kind of my main target right now. But that might be a little bit in transition. I don't know. We'll see how the year shakes out. Creature design stuff is also sort of what I do. We look at sea slug dragons on the first Wednesday of the month and design a sea dragon based off of them. They're kind of fun. I don't know. Sea slugs are a really diverse and interesting bunch of critters, and I really like using nature as inspiration. So now I just gotta figure out how to be inspired by people. So anyway, people aren't nature, obviously. Let me scroll up and say hi to everybody before I get started. And thanks everybody for being here and for lurking. I appreciate you. Welcome in Amaze. Thank you for joining in and for your help. And thank you for donating to the plein air sketch stream challenge. If anybody wants to see me or join me doing some sketches, walking around the property at my studio, drawing some animals and stuff. I kind of want to try out doing something like that, so, 50% complete. Thank you, Sloppy. You got us there, you got us halfway. Well done, well done. So if you're interested in that, you can donate, and that can be kind of your way of voting to tell me you're interested. So, anyway, Dally, hello, how are you? And thanks for the help, thanks for offering help, for sure. Silvolp, hello, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Morning Pyro, hope you're warm. I don't know how much snow you guys got, but Florida Panhandle snow seems like a rare event, so please bundle up and stay warm and stay inside as much as possible. I'm sure you already are. But yeah, good to see you. And Out of Net, hello. Thank goodness it's Kay. I'm glad you're excited. Out of Net. I'm glad you got the right stream this time too. I know you're always in someone else's stream. Accidentally typing in mine. Rue, how's it going? Thanks for being here, Rue. I appreciate you. Appreciate your help. Mayor of Canada, hello again. Glad you're ready to suffer. That's how I like people to enter my chat. Just ready to suffer. Yeah, come on in. You're supposed to be walking, but someone decided they wanted you to babysit when they. Oh, I see. So you're babysitting. So you're lurking on me while you're supposed to be babysitting. My goodness. Let's see. Yeah, that'd be really cool. And just because we got the raid from Timber, I'm sure he had to run. I do want to kind of share his work really fast, because I do think, he does a really cool thing here on Twitch. I was going to see if he had any socials I could show really fast. Yeah. So the person who raided us, Timber Anu, this is the kind of work you can see him doing on Twitch. Really cool stuff. Like, look at this. Look at this. Do you guys see this? Where did it go? I wanted to see a picture. Anyway, like, this is crazy. Anyway, if you want to see how this kind of like wood sculpting gets done, this one was done with wood chips, which is really interesting. Anyway, folks, you gotta go check out Timber New. Does a lot of whittling on stream. Oh, this is fun. I like this. Anyway, go check him out. He rated it into us, and I'm very honored. So cool. Such good work. This is fun. Yeah. Anyway, I'll link you guys to the Instagram too, if you want to watch some of this stuff. But do give him a follow. He streams live here on Twitch. Very fun type of sculpting, in my opinion. Okay. Not ready to dive into human faces, but you're rooting for me. I appreciate that, Ray of Sun. Also, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Let's see. I've lost my Twitch chat. Where did it go? Let's see. Yanni, hello. You'd love to warm up your freezing? Yes, please come warm up with me. And again, guys, feel free to get started without me. I do like to greet everybody, but you don't have to wait on me. Bakaholic, good morning. Good to see you. Hope you're feeling okay. Thanks for coming in. Doing this one for the new PC. Nice, Amaze. I hope it's going well. Always fun breaking in a new PC. Kodali, hey, how are you, Kodali? The music is loud. Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea. Is it better? I can turn it down. It's so hard. Like, some of these tracks are louder than others, and I never really know. I just never really know how to keep it. Is this better? I feel like that song in particular, it does really peak and get super loud at the end, so I apologize. Let's see. Oh, that's okay. No worries, Dolly. No worries. I appreciate your efforts. Florida doesn't handle... I mean, the south of America does not get snow often enough to know how to handle it, for sure. All-time record for the state was 4 inches, so you broke your record. Oh, gosh. Let's see. Oh, that's okay. That's okay, Charlie's Dragon. There's definitely something that you can learn from just like watching. That's part of why I really love art Twitch, right? Because you can learn so much from watching how other people tackle a subject, you know? I think that's totally valid. You can learn from osmosis. Remember, the whole point is observation, right? So the more carefully you can observe something and ask yourself questions, you're gonna learn even if you're not actively doing it yourself. Portraits is your whole thing, so you love helping. Well, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I need all the help I can get. I don't know why I chose this image, actually, because I really just want this face in the middle, but we're gonna go with it anyhow. Oh, that's awesome, Charlie's Dragon. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, and I'm not, like, I always want to say, like, take everything I say with a grain of salt, too. Like, I'm not, I know we joke about, like, but I'm not really, like, I'm trying to be a pro artist, but I'm not really there. Like, I have a part-time job. I'm not doing the whole art thing full-time. This is just, like, me sharing what I think I've learned and where I'm at in my journey, right? But I'm glad that anything I say can be helpful. Yeah, thank you, Pyro. Yeah, about 55% pro, like, just on the upper side, maybe of halfway to pro. But yes, please, I also say I'm not a pro just because I don't want people to think that, like, my word is gospel and that I somehow have this knowledge that's better than somebody else's. Like, I'm probably wrong about, like, half the things I say. So just, you know, I'm just some talking head on the internet who likes to draw. So, you know, but I am pleased to hear that, like, anything I've done or said has been helpful to anybody. So thank you for sharing that. Okay. I want to reiterate that I'm trying to learn too, you know, I guess is what I'm driving at here. Speaking of learning, so I'm just going to approach this the same way I approach everything, you know, to to just, like, break it down into shapes and then like think about the gesture of the face first. In other words, like, you know, you got the big skull shape and then you've got, like, this more oval shape coming off of it. And then I want to think more about the planes. And I'm probably going to do a value study for this just because it's easier to sort of pick out the planes, I think, with values versus line work. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Feel free to approach it however you feel comfortable. But yeah, I always recommend, if you feel like challenging yourself, maybe try drawing something. If you don't want to do portraits, maybe try drawing something that you know you need to practice and haven't practiced enough. That's, again, sort of the purpose of the art gym, is to help us become better at imaginative drawing by doing the hard work of doing observational drawing. So you're hanging out in the warmest part of the house, wrapped in one of the thickest blankets you have. Oh, good. With the heat. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad, Pyro. I'm glad. That sounds like you're staying very warm. Hopefully you've got some hot beverage with you as well. You do tell everyone that you're a big dummy too, Dally, and you know nothing, and you've been working professionally in the industry for 20 years. Wow. I feel like a lot of artists have that mentality, I think. I don't know if you ever really stop having imposter syndrome totally. And maybe it's not always even imposter syndrome so much as just like recognizing that there's always more to learn. And because you recognize that there's always more to learn, you're very hesitant to call yourself a master, right? Or you're hesitant to claim mastery over something. And so for me, because I have a stream, it's very easy for people to think I'm some kind of, possibly anybody who streams, it's easy for someone to say that they're like an authority on something. And I just don't want to give the impression that I have any amount of authority. That's really what I'm driving at here. I'm sure you know what I mean. Because there's always improvement, and there's always more to learn. And if you're new to art and you think that someday you're going to feel really confident about your art once you achieve mastery, just go ahead and like toss that out the window and instead replace it with a childlike desire to learn and a wonder about things around you, because that's really going to be, I think, more helpful. At least it's been more helpful for me in the long term with artistic growth, being excited about learning and wanting to get better, not because you feel like you're not good enough, but because you just are excited to learn more. You know what I mean? Yeah. So anyway, that's there's my little TED talk on how nobody's really a pro. Or at least if they claim that they're a pro, they might be a narcissist. I don't know. I can only think of a couple of artists who seem to have large egos, and they don't tend to be very fun to be around because they think they know everything. And they also, not always, but often tend to stagnate because of that, because you don't have that desire to grow because you already think you've got it. So it's just, if you're getting into art, just know, just know it's you're not gonna get to mastery, and it's okay. Let's see. Blue Wolf D, hey, how's it going? And Charzia, how are you guys? Welcome in. Sorry I missed a few things. Yes, please, stay away from the ice for sure. Ultimate Pumpkin Pie, I don't know why I stumbled all over your name just now, but welcome in. Good to have you as well. Faces are hard. Yeah, we'll see how far I get today. I'm going to do a few gesture studies off of these first, and then I'll pull up. I have some actually really nice portrait reference things on my Pinterest. I think it's pinned, and I think maybe the pin went away, so we'll get that repinned. Oops, where is it? Ouch. There we go. And I'll pin that in just a sec, but if anyone needs references, there's also a link somewhere in there. I don't remember where it is. I think I gave it out on Discord earlier this week. It might be in Talk Shop. I can't remember where I put it, but basically it's a link to a website where this guy just takes pictures of just normal people out and about at like festivals and theme parks and stuff. And it's a really, really, really good shape study for like different types of faces and different types of builds. I feel like you're going to get a broader variety of portraits from that than just on Pinterest, because Pinterest tends to be like a little bit more of the same face type over and over, or the same body type over and over. And I think, I don't know, I just think a mixture might be interesting. So I might actually draw from some of the more like casual photos first before I go to the Pinterest ones, just because I feel like it's okay to, I don't know. There's more shape for me to cling to, I think, in those, and I really like gesture. So I'm trying to find a way to approach portraits in a way that already kind of gets me excited, I guess. But for some people, maybe that's not exciting. So choose your own path, but I think that's what I'll be doing today. Let's see. Building up that memory bank of how things look and work. Yeah, exactly. That visual, that visual resources library that you're building in your head all the time. Exactly, Charlie's Dragon. I've heard it called a creative bank account too. There's all kinds of terms artists give to it. Beats, hey! Oh my gosh, good to have you. You've lined up the day to be here on time. Well, I'm honored. Everything's been wonky the last few months. Aw, it's okay. I appreciate you. I appreciate you even wanting to be here. And hydrate, yes. Does everyone have their hydration apparatus handy? Please get it and make sure you hydrate. That will help. Yes, childlike wonder and enthusiasm will take you further. Exactly. Yeah, I think so too. I think not just in art, honestly. I feel like that's true for life. I think a childlike wonder is a much better place mentally to be for a lot of things. But I'm not going to get into that here. Rebecca Roni? Is that how you say it? I don't know why my brain wanted to say Rebecca Concrete, but it did. You know, like Walter Concrite's like niece or something. Anyway, hi, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Happy art, Jim. Are we ready to work out? Hopefully some of you already started working out. I'm a slow workouter. Everything exactly. Yes. I wish I knew anything. Me too, Blue Wolf D. You do have to have confidence, but I think there's a difference in having confidence and being egotistical, right? You do need to at some point not be totally lacking in confidence, which is something I need to work on, but it's certainly like a fine line, I think, sometimes. Let's see, we're never going to reach the end goal of good, only going, yeah, exactly. Reb also works. Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna get started. So like I said, I'm just gonna be doing some quick gestures off of some of these, just to kind of get familiar with the basic planes, I think. And then I'm gonna jump into some actual portraits from real people. I do try to focus usually on drawing from actual, well, you know, drawing from life. Like if you have somebody sitting near you that is willing to be drawn or secretly able to be drawn, if you're sneaky about it, like at a coffee shop or something. But, you know, if you don't have that handy, if you don't have a family member or a loved one or a friend or something nearby, or you're not, you know, stalking people at a bookstore, you know, there's a link. Oops, I forgot to pin that. There is a link that I will pin right now in the chat. And there you go. Now it's at the top of chat. I'll have that unpinned at the end of stream. And then if you need portrait refs and stuff, there they are. So yeah, feel free to join. And like I said, at the end, we share our studies together. Again, you don't have to do this topic. If this topic speaks to you, we'd love to have you. But yeah, feel free to draw whatever you would like. I'm just trying to get myself familiar with the planes of the face here. I don't draw a lot of people, for those who are new to my stream. I tend to be more of a creature artist, but drawing humans is something I definitely want to be doing more casually, at least. I want it to be something that I'm doing in my free time, in the same way that I do other types of studies and drawings, so. Hopefully this will get me there. We'll see. We shall see, chat. But I hope everyone's having a good Tuesday, and thanks again for being here. I really appreciate, if nothing else, honestly, I just appreciate the accountability. Even if you're not drawing along, just know that you being here, hanging out, lurking, is making me do this. Because I can 1000% guarantee you that I would not be doing this without the accountability. So appreciate you guys. Here's to improvement. Ugh. It's so, man, you guys, I know I'm not alone in this, but I'm so self-conscious about making a bad drawing on Twitch. So if you hear me apologizing a lot, just please ignore me if it's annoying. And I apologize for apologizing, I suppose, if that's a thing you can do. It's just, it's a thing. It's a whole thing. I am confident in the fact that I'm not great. I'm trying to learn. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Moat Shrimp, how you doing? It's good to see ya. Thanks for being here. Yeah, no, I saw that you did. It just went away, so I pinned it back. In the midst, or at least it did on my end. Maybe my thing's broken. You're in the midst of, wait. You're in the midst to furniture your apartment in SketchUp? Wait, what are you doing? You're designing an apartment? That's cool. Well, good luck to you. Art exercise streams are so nice. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you like it. We do this every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday morning. If I ever go back to being full-time freelance again, I would do it Monday through Friday, probably. I'd love to just do daily warm-ups, because that's really just something I need to do more of. But I have a part-time job right now that prevents me from doing that. At least regularly. I mean, there are some times that my day job actually has not been scheduling me on a Thursday or a Friday, like this Friday actually. So I kind of thought about doing a warm-up stream and then jumping into games. on Friday. How do you guys feel about that? I know I said we're going to be doing an Okami stream, but would you guys be okay with me, like... Or I guess I could just warm up before games too. I don't know. Is it like, how is it okay to cross the streams on Twitch? There's so much I still don't know about Twitch. Like, can I do both? Is that weird? Or is that like a fake out? Like somebody comes in here trying to lurk on a drawing stream and then they check back in 30 minutes later and I'm gaming? Like, is that bad form? Is that a terrible thing to do? Hey Raga, good to see you, and thanks for contributing to the plein air sketch stream. You can do both. Okay, it's not like a faux pas. I'm thinking too much. Me? Raga. Me overthinking something? No. No, that doesn't happen. Okay, as long as it's not like, I just don't know Twitch etiquette. Like, you can post a link to the current layout. Yeah, I'd love to see it. I am familiar with SketchUp. I've just not played in it. It's like, it's kind of like Blender, right? Or is it more architectural? Reiko starts with games and switches to science. Oh, okay. I've only caught the end of his streams, usually on Wednesdays. I thought he did the whole thing science. Very cool. Yeah, welcome to my stream, yeah. Totally acceptable. Okay, cool. The great Shono. I just followed him recently. It does comic book art in the morning and then video games at night. But does he do it in the same stream? Like, so I understand doing like different things at different times of day. You did all week and video games on Sundays. Oh, you do art all week. Well, we might do that on Friday. I might try that because I think that would make me feel better about, because I feel weird giving up a work day to do, even if it's only for part of the morning, to do a game stream. By the way, I'm doing a game stream on Friday. We're going to be playing Katamari Damacy by popular request. Katamari Damacy has been on every vote panel for every game stream I've ever played, and it keeps just kind of getting passed over, but it is one that I'm kind of interested in revisiting, and I know that a lot of people haven't, like, it's an older game, so maybe there's people who haven't played it or have always wanted to play it but haven't, so I thought it would be a fun one. Yeah, so we'll be doing Katamari Damacy on Friday, but what I'm saying is I'm kind of thinking of starting off the stream with a little bit of a warm-up first, so I might start a little earlier, maybe at 9. Maybe I'll do that, because I've been kind of thinking about moving the warm-up streams up an hour, like moving them to 9 instead of 10 for me. So that might happen, I don't know. But it might be a good trial run for that, because I think that would be good. I'm gonna go ahead and just make an executive decision and say that I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna sketch at 9, and then we're going to ease into the game around 10. Hopefully that's okay with everybody. And mods, if that's too early for you, please don't make an extra effort to be here. I know it's a time change. It is a time change I'm thinking about making long term, but for right now I'd kind of like to do a test run. So I think I'm gonna do that. I'll post a little thing in mod chat too, to just make sure people who aren't here know. Cool, making decisions on the fly live on stream. That's what pros do, right? Pro streamer move. Also play a cozy game during art time if you're starting to burn out. That's fair. That's fair. I honestly have found that doing studies from observation are really good for... Oh, are you an artist too, Reb? Nice. Is this somebody you know, Raga? Very cool. Is this somebody I know? Wait, you're the one that I was talking to on Blue Sky. Is that right? You have a different profile picture here. I'm so bad. I only recognize people from profile pictures. Wait, I know you. I think, if I'm thinking of the right person. Well, thanks for checking out the stream. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. And if I'm thinking about the wrong person, then I've just horribly embarrassed myself, and that's fine too. I guess. Oh, I'm such a dweeb. It is you. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. I was like, oh no. Yeah. Well, there we go. I've been meeting a lot of cool artists on Blue Sky, guys. I've been doing, I spent a lot of the last week putting together 2 art streamer packs. In fact, if you guys want to take a sneak peek, I'm almost done with the second starter pack, but please take a look. Honestly, if anybody wants to, maybe I'll post this in my Discord too for feedback. If anybody knows an art streamer that I haven't included. I know there's a ton of cool ones. Like, I know that there's like a ton of pros and people that have streamed art recently that I just don't know yet on Twitch, and I'd love to highlight some of them too. So here is starter pack number 2 if anybody wants a sneak peek and you want to check it out. If there's somebody that you feel like a comic artist or sculptor or digital artist or traditional artist or pixel artist, there's quite a few pixel artists on that list that I've found recently on Twitch that are pretty cool, I think. But yeah, let me know who am I missing. Okay. But I think I heard from a lot of folks that the first Twitch stream starter pack helped them find people on Blue Sky and helped people find them on Blue Sky. So hopefully we can spread some more Twitch art love. I'm a big fan. You've only heard nice things about Blue Sky. Yeah, no, it's been really good, honestly. I think I was telling somebody probably on stream, we talked about it quite a bit one stream last week, but I feel like I have missed the boat on like every social media. I've been too scared to put myself out there, too nervous, too worried about not being good enough, too intimidated by other amazing artists. And yep, we were rambling about it for sure. Hey, it's working today. You were just checking, right? Amaze, you weren't calling me out for a ramble or anything. But yeah, it's also enjoy the GIF, everybody. But yeah, I just feel like I'm trying not to do that as much this year, in the last year or so. And so Blue Sky's a new platform. Everybody is trying to rebuild right now. So now I think is really the time to meet people on it, because I don't think it's gonna last. It'll be like every social media eventually, where it's just people shouting into the void and not really trying to interact. But right now, a lot of the art community is trying to like connect with other artists and kind of rebuild their networks that they're losing by leaving Twitter and Instagram and other places. So anyway, I think it's a really good time to get in on it, and I'd love to see Art Twitch sort of get more of a highlight. I don't know, but I think you're being a little snarky with me, young man. What do you think I think? I'll send you another list of some incredible artists. Yeah, please do. Multilingual artist in South America that has some incredible illustrations. Yeah, the problem is, Blue Wolf, like a lot of them aren't on Blue Sky. So I spent a lot of time going through my own watch lists, and like there's non-English speaking art streamers on that list. It's just that I don't know who's on Blue Sky. That's really been the hardest part, is finding people who are on both platforms. Wait, I just realized I had some echo here, sorry about that. Okay. Oh gosh. Hey Dana BC man, not doing art but washing floors today. Well, good luck with that. I hope it goes well, Dan. And thanks for being here. I appreciate everybody who comes here, whether you're doing art or not. Let's see. You know the Old Masters comic? I think so. I've made it a goal to have the caveman as your spirit animal. Oh, I missed your SketchUp thing. Hold on. Oh shoot, this might actually make my computer lag during stream. So do you mind reposting that in Discord, Moat Shrimp? That way I can look at it off stream. Because this PC has a really hard time loading lots of stuff at once, and a lot of times my my GPU will freeze up. So yeah, I'm gonna have to look at that later. But thanks for showing. I'd love to see it. Keeps your judgment versus others sane. Okay. And yeah, I am the best. I'm glad that you have an appropriate measure of yourself there, Moat Shrimp. Yeah, sorry I can't look at it right now, but thank you. Yeah, I'd love to see it. I am curious. I'm curious about programs like Blender and SketchUp. I just haven't spent a lot of time trying to learn them. Alright, I also have some other like planes of the face things I want to look at too. So other than just the human head, I also pinned a whole bunch of other human planar things. This is a strange way to say this, but So like things like around the mouth, there's like different planes. Like when we say planes, what we're talking about is like where the light is hitting the different skeletal structures and skin, right? So you can see that probably just by looking what I'm talking about. Like, but like the bridge of a nose is more than just one plane, right? Like you've got the part that comes in, the brow, right down around the brow bone. You've got the tip of the nose or the button of the nose. There's probably anatomical terms for all this. Anyway, there's all sorts of like guides that you can find online, and I've pinned a few on Pinterest. If anyone needs that, it's up at the top. And I'm pretty sure you don't need a Pinterest account to look at Pinterest. Let me know if that's not true. But like, for example, the mouth, right? Like you can see how there's like different planes to look at for like different parts of the mouth, right? Different muscles, different, skin structures, all that stuff. So I am going to pull that one, and I might do one for the nose too. So I feel like the nose is a useful one. There is a name for this. Oh, I wish I could remember the name. Is it the Mandel head? Is that what it's called, chat? Does anyone know what it's named after? I feel like it's something like that, but because I feel like I'd be able to find what I'm looking for if I could type in the right keyword here. Planes. Nose. Oh, here's a really good one. So I might actually do a few portraits where I just draw over the portrait trying to find all of these planes, and then I'll do an actual study, because I think that would be helpful too. That's a pretty good one. But if anybody, you might be more familiar with this concept than you think you are, with like the planes of the face and everything. Because if you've watched Arcane, or if you're familiar with Arcane, they actually use the planes. A sorrow head. Thank you. Oh, why could I not remember that? Like, of course, Dally knows. A sorrow head. There we go. I'm gonna pin something that has that name on it so I don't forget again. Airplanes. Oh no. No, Yami. No. A sorrow head. Yeah, so if you type that in, you'll get a whole bunch of... I'm trying to find something that actually has that name on there, but I guess it doesn't. Planes of the Asaro head. Here we go. Okay, I've got that saved, so I won't forget. Asaro head, but there's also the nose. Yeah, there's quite a few. Where's the good one that I found earlier? Anyway, it's basically this. I'll just use this one. That's so creepy. Why are noses so creepy? Does anyone else find noses really creepy when you isolate them outside of the head? Is that just me? I find them extremely creepy looking and I don't like it. It weirds me out. Why? How do okay, for anybody who is into portraiture, how do you overcome this like weird aversion? Are you familiar at all with what I'm talking about? Like, how do you become excited about? Because like this freaks me out. I don't like this. But this is a great drawing. It's a great example of what I'm talking about. The planes of the nose, right? Broken down into shapes. But it just freaks me out to look at. Like, I just don't like looking at it. I don't know why. Okay. Why are noses so creepy? I think this is a valid question. You love noses. Okay, well, I'm the only one. It's just me. That's fine. The trick is to love faces. Oh, that's probably why I'm struggling. You have to get excited about schnozzes. I do. How, though? Maybe if I play it like a game. Here, let's play a game. You guys might think I'm just horsing around, but this is actually me trying to get better at this. Hey, Chunkers, how's it going? Good to see you. Okay. Let me go to my portraits thing. Good morning, good morning. Hey, Rue. Noses are strange. Okay, so it's not just me, but you like mapping out the shapes. That's what I'm about to try to do. So I'm going to take a portrait. I'm going to go to the next phase of this. Me trying to get better at portraits situation. And I'm going to find a portrait and I'm going to trace the planes over it. Just like a simple draw over. And you might think like, oh, isn't that cheating? Like, isn't tracing bad? It's like, well, for learning, tracing can actually be really helpful. So I don't actually think tracing is necessarily bad. I think if you trace and then try to pass that off as your own art, that's bad. And I think if you only ever trace, you're not really going to learn how to draw. So you're kind of stunting yourself if you stop there. But I think when you're just like, for me, like, I just want to quickly map out the planes of the face. And I've seen lots of other artists do this too that I really respect. I'm like, okay, if they can do it, I can do it. Okay, Tracy Snowarm, gosh. What is it with my name and like everybody making like funny, I don't know. Wide and thin, hooked and Roman, it's also amazing. I mean, I guess they're kind of interesting. I just don't, I think it's just them isolated like this. Freaks me out for some reason. Let's see, I'm gonna find a face. Just a standard, somebody not being dramatic, just like a portrait of a face. I think I'll do one that I think I've done before, so that I don't feel bad about not drawing it later. Why are these all in such dramatic lighting? Okay, I'm pretty sure I've drawn this one before, so I'm not gonna worry about it. Okay, so basically, if you're like me and you're a little bit hesitant to draw portraits, maybe something we can do together is just a quick draw over. How do I move this to the right place? Here we go. Okay. You posted mine in your rough in your process. Oh, thank you! The process is a bit draw 2 circles and draw the rest of the owl. That's okay. That's okay. It happens. It happens. I'm actually not as opposed to that as some people. I mean, I do see the humor in it for sure. Okay. I don't want to lower this too much. But what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to use a blue or something that stands out. And I'm going to draw the planes of the face. So I'm going to try and find all these planes on this face, right? So we've got the brow plane, nose. And actually, I think it's probably more complex than that. I think it's probably like this or something. Why is this blue not very strong? Oh, that would be why. Maybe it would help if I drew on the correct layer. Sometimes that's helpful, chat, if you do that. You don't have to do that, but it is helpful. Yeah, see, Azalace knows. Exactly. This is why we have the pro command, because I'm not. As much as I tell you folks. Some people refuse to believe me. Okay, I'm just gonna draw what I think the planes are, and then I'm gonna reference and see how well I did. Dang it, I keep putting it on the wrong layer. Oh my gosh, why am I so indecisive about this? Like, the whole idea of doing anything with people in stream, I think, just intimidates me. Like, I'm not blaming you, chat, but you are making me nervous. Pro command is to remind me. No, no, Raga, no. Also why we have that one. Yep, so we have lots of commands to remind me. I'm just focusing on the nose right now because that's what's in front of me. But this is like breaks it down into a lot of planes. I don't know if I necessarily want to break it down into as many planes as this artist did. I'm gonna simplify it a little bit. I'm gonna simplify it to shapes. I think this person maybe went a little too intense for me. Destined for the screen that you never seen. But this is something I think anybody could do, and maybe it would make it easier to kind of approach this kind of thing. A nose is always in front of you. It's true. Yep, that's how long. I mean, to be fair, Maze, show me one artist who doesn't make that slip up every once in a while. To be fair. To be fair. I don't think I'm super unique in that. Picasso, fine. Okay, never mind. One digital artist. Let me rephrase. Mayor of Canada, always here to get me. What the heck? I can't win. Can't win. I'm sure that is because, yes, it's because I'm so pro that I mess up so often. Because pros mess up. Yeah, I'm not a pro. The command is there to remind everybody to keep their expectations extremely low. Extremely low. Multiple times per stream before the command was implemented? Yeah, I'm not as bad off stream. It's because I'm distracted by chat. It's hard to remember stuff. You should know, you're a streamer now. I've seen you mess up. I'm gonna start calling you out every time. Hey Paleo, how are ya? I know, Amaze has been sassy with me lately. He messes up a lot. I know, but I don't call him out on it every time. Apparently that's what he wants. He longs to be called out for chat. Make sure you take note. Well, I'm glad you're doing well, Paleo. Let's see. I feel like I need a less intense nose picture. This nose picture is so intense. It's like intimidating me. Ah! Oh my gosh. Why? Why did I decide to do portraits? What is wrong with me? So here's like a simplified version of what I'm doing, chat, in case you're wondering. Basically, like this is not breaking it down into nearly as many planes, but it's the same basic concept. It's like the purpose is finding the face structure. So like the main things are like chin, nose, brow, cheekbones, like jawline, that kind of thing. So do it to whatever scale you'd like, but why is my computer moving so slow? It's having so much trouble. They're just shapes, they can't hurt you. I don't think that's true. I think they can hurt me. There's some sharp shapes out there, Yanni. I bet you could think of some if you tried really hard. Okay. Well, I can't find a better nose one, so I'm just gonna do what I want. Shapes can do all kinds of damages, yeah. See? Who said that? Was it Mayor of Canada? Who told me? Oh no, Yanni. See, Yanni? Shapes are scary. But part of what this is trying to get us to do, right, is to think about the plane, like think about the face as a form, right? If you're thinking about it as like a three-dimensional object, you're going to be able to find these planes. It's not about tracing lines, it's about looking for light and shadow and having that give you information about the curvature of the cheekbone, right? Or the concaveness of the side of the face. Like it's trying to give you information, and thinking about it like this, I think, can maybe help when I go to do a little bit more gestural things in a few minutes, hopefully with portraits. I'm hoping it'll just kind of get my brain in the right space of, hey, think about this. Don't think about this. if you think about it, like the eyebrow sits on top of the orbital bone, right? Like the eye socket. And so you're seeing like how the shadow is catching in places where the skin is going in versus where it's pushed out by the brow bone. Hydrate, thank you. The only shape that hurt you is a Lego on the floor. Yes, a Lego on the floor can in fact hurt you. It's true. That is a painful shape. You Bubba or Forrest? Wait, why are we making Forrest Gump references? Did you know Forrest Gump messed me up on spelling the word forest for like 5 years of my life as a kid? Like, I could never remember, with how much everybody talked about Forrest Gump, I could never remember if Forrest was spelled with 1 R or 2 for a very long time. To this day, I struggle with double letters in words. I can never keep them straight. It's a huge problem. I second guess everything if there's 2 letters. It's really bad. You have been you've had a few bad days. I'm sorry, Paleo. I'm glad that you're feeling better. Wait, now I don't know how to spell that word. Stay away from beekeepers and bookkeepers. So like those don't bother me, but like recollection, recommended, Forrest is definitely one, obviously. Don't put that on Forrest. He does have enough problems. But it is still a fact that this is what happened, though. This is why Casey needs it. Yeah, simple mistake. Thank you, Pumpkin Pie. Finally, somebody with sympathy. I believe you spell it correctly, even if it isn't the same as one of the dictionaries. The bibliophile in me sort of rankles at that a bit. I definitely want to be a good speller. This is gonna sound extremely nerdy. I have a book in my, well, like a notebook in my room where I'll write down words that I notice I have trouble, like vacuum. Vacuum got me for so long because I couldn't remember if it was 2 C's or 2 U's. So I actually have a spelling book, you guys. And when I notice that I'm not spelling something right, instead of relying on autocorrect, I will go write down that word in my spelling book. I will literally write it. I will do like stupid school grade repetitions. I have like pages of vacuum and I remember how to spell it now. Anyway, we're going into an ad break. Sorry. Yeah, you should do it. I honestly highly recommend it for anyone else out there who really wants to spell and not rely on spell check. Yeah, it makes you worse at spelling. Exactly, Slappy. Yeah, vacuum. Yeah. It's funny. It's just a spelling drill that I didn't let you would do in elementary school, but I'm doing it as an adult because I feel like I'm getting dumber because of autocorrect. Necessary is one that gets me too, Rue. Necessary gets me all the time, and occasionally is a bad one. I can never remember. I finally figured out that I think it's 2 C's. Because I remember it's not a bad word, so there's not 2 S's. Write it down and you'll know what I mean. Anyway, let's stretch. If you can hear the sound of my voice, this is your sign to unshrimp. So go ahead and arch your back, push your shoulders together. Hold. I try to hold for like 20 seconds or so. And yeah, you're just trying to flex those muscles and kind of fix your posture. And then you can relax. And it's supposedly as you're pushing and you kind of relax, it gets your posture more into an upright position, like a more natural upright position. So if you're like me and you're kind of worried about having back pain as you get older, like I don't want to have back pain in my 50s and 60s and 70s. So I'm trying to get ahead of it now when I am not that age. And feel free to join me if you'd like. Yes, we will exercise. Exercise is tough too. I misspelled that one. I'm gonna write that down actually. That needs to go in my spelling book. Hold on. Spelling nerd moment. I know we're supposed to be exercising, but I need to practice exercise. One sec. Did you spell it right? I'm copying you. Exercise. For some reason, I always put a Z in there. Like I'm the worst at that one. Environment. Yes, has 2 N's. But it's like the double letters back to back, Ungoy, that get me. It's spelled extra fries. Chunkers. I've been doing it wrong this whole time. Yeah, same. All right, let's do some carpal tunnel stretches. I'm glad. Thank you all for sharing your own spelling blunders. I feel a lot better because I am always dessert or dessert gets me. Because you always want more desserts. Yes, Dan the BC Man. It's the double S's. The way I remember it is super sweet or super sugary. Because for me, like, that's a dessert, right? So it's like 2 S's is the super sweet. And the desert is just sand. 1 S. Just sand. Anyway. But I still have to double check myself on that every once in a while. You always want more dessert. It's true, you do. Okay. Hopefully my stream isn't lagging. I'm getting some weird alerts over here. I don't think I have any dropped frames. We should be back. Hopefully we're back from the ads. Great. Thank you all for reminding me of all these words that I need to go write down in my spelling book, like a dork. I'll do that after stream. Is it a grammar alert? No, it should be though. My grammar is probably something that needs work. One of my goals this year is to read more books. I used to read books voraciously, and I just have not had time to read anything hardly, and so I really want to work in more time for book reading this year. We'll see if I can. Sorry, hiccup. Can't control it. It's a good goal. I should too. What kind of books do you like to read? I read such a huge variety of books. It's everything from nonfiction to fiction to fantasy. It sort of just depends on my mood, you know? Lately, it's been a lot of nonfiction, which is very funny, because I remember a few years ago, you would not have caught me dead reading nonfiction. It hasn't been until, like I just had no interest in reading anything about the real world, because I was like, no, the real world's terrible. I want to escape it. Like, why would I want to spend more time in the real world? But like, there's some that I've really enjoyed, and mostly they're like informational, like study type books. I don't really read a lot of biographies or anything. I don't really find other people interesting. I find nature interesting, and so most of the nonfiction I read, it tends to be about, like, I love reading my personal book about vacuums now. Let's see. I'm trying to think of, like, a recent one that I want to share. There's some that I don't want to share just because they tend to be, they would probably cause debates in chat, and I really don't want that. So I'm trying to think of, like a non-offensive, not offensive, that's not the right word, but like a non-contentious book that I could talk about. Well, I mean, so I have some that I picked up on fossils recently. So those of you who hang out in Danny's streams, you probably know a lot of those books. Like, I was reading one on the North American fossil plants. I read one on elephants that I really like called Elephant Memories. It's like a field study of a family of elephants taken over like 30 years. It's really, really impressive, honestly. And I think it's really interesting. I think, like, in that vein, like Gorillas in the Mist was a really good one, but I read that one a long time ago. I'm trying to think of, like, fiction books. Yeah, elephants are so interesting. Do you have a book on the Bone Wars? I don't, but I think one exists. I'm sure somebody in chat could give you a recommendation. I bet there's probably, if you're really interested in that, I could go look. There's like a book recommended section in Paleontologizing's Discord, and I'm sure he's talked about a book about the Bone Wars before. Something about dragons? Let's see, what's the last book? I don't think I've actually read a book about dragons in a really long time. I think the last fantasy book I even read was a Brandon Sanderson fantasy novel. Way of Kings is like my favorite Sanderson. But I have Mistborn, I have Elantris on the shelf, I've got Dune on the shelf. What else is on the shelf? I have a bunch of like animal adventure books. I'm sure that surprises nobody, but that was a huge genre for me as a kid. So every once in a while, I'll go look up like a childhood favorite and I'll read that. Like right now I'm reading one about crows. Have you guys ever read The Mob? It's great. It's written for like middle grade, young adult kind of target market, so it's a very easy read. It's by Clem Martini. It's very much in the same vein as like Redwall or Rotha's Creature or Foxes of First Dark, if any of those sound familiar to anybody. Firebringer. Did anyone read Firebringer? It was like about deer. Anyway, I read a lot of those kinds of books in high school. And so if you like those kinds of things, The Mob by Clem Martini is just a good one for me. You read Firebringer. I knew there'd be somebody in chat. That book, for some reason, was so popular. So many people had read that. Like Guardians of Ga'Hoole was another really popular one. But yeah, so if you like those kinds of books, you'll probably like The Mob by Clem Martini. It's a little harder to find, but you can find it in like library. Just like ask your library to like order it from like interlibrary loan it to you or something. Okay, I think I'm done with this Plains of the Face. Let's actually do one now. Hey Isol, how's it going at all? Hi Peachy Kai. How are you guys? Isol, I'm sorry I haven't replied to you yet. My internet at my studio went out yesterday and I spent like half the day yesterday trying to figure out like what was wrong. And then my power went out and I was going back and forth. It was very cold and I'm so sorry that I haven't replied, but I haven't forgotten. I'm going to reply to you. My calendar for my schedule for next month is at the studio, so that's why I haven't replied yet, because I need to look at it. But thank you for responding. We will get this sorted. You guys, Isla and I are going to do a co-stream again. Gosh, diggity darn it. You'd love to learn from people that study history what their thoughts on... Yeah, same, chunkers, same. Elodin says, I'm a history nerd, so I'm drawn to history, because I think it's key. I agree. Elodin, do you watch Shane McInnes here on Twitch? Shane McInnes is great for that kind of stuff. Chunkers, if you're not following Shane, you should too. Shane is fantastic for that kind of conversation. You went to read more this year, dropping gaming time too. Yeah, so Blue Wolf, that's great that you point out gaming takes up a lot of time, even though it is very fun. And I find that for me, reading and gaming fill the same niche of like getting lost in something and like storytelling or something like that and getting me thinking about stuff that's like different than my norm. So my plan, I don't know what your plan is, Blue Wolf, but what I'm planning on doing is something I used to do in the past, which was I'd alternate weekends. So like on Sunday, that's my one day off every week. I will, moving forward, I'm gonna pick like one Sunday will be for gaming, and then the next Sunday will be for reading, and I'll just swap. That way I'm not missing either, but I get to do both, right? And it hopefully will help me reach my goal of reading more books this year. So I don't know if that's something anyone else has done, but I used to do that in the past when I was full-time freelance, because I have a really hard time not working all the time, and so I have to like take Sundays off to make sure that I don't work constantly. And doing the alternating entertainment thing really kept things, because even though like gaming is really fun, it can be addictive, at least for me. And I found after a while, if I was always using my downtime just to game, I was feeling drained. Like I was feeling like I was not getting the same thing out of it each time. So switching, I think for me anyway, has really helped that kind of lack of refreshment feeling go away. Like it's enough time away from the game so that when I come back to it 2 weeks later, it's like, okay, this is fresh and new and fun again. I don't know if that's helpful. Well, there's a lot of people in chat. Hold on, let me scroll down. Hey PJ, how you doing? How's the car liking the snow? So I have an all-wheel drive car, and it's doing pretty well. Let me find another portrait while I'm reading chat. It's about the Bone Wars. It's called Dragon something. The Bone Wars book, Slappy Salamander. Okay. So I bet that could be looked up. I enjoy science fiction, fantasy, and someone who can blend the two. Have you read any Timothy Zahn, Blue Wolf D? My brother is really into Star Wars books, and he recommended a Timothy Zahn book that was not a Star Wars book. It was like his own called Icarus Hunt, I think. That was really good. Sanderson's popular, somehow still underrated. I feel like he's gotten enough popularity that people are starting to hate on him. So I mean, I feel like that's pretty popular. I really liked Way of Kings. I haven't read any of his recent books. So I have to reserve, but Way of Kings, I fell in love with Sanderson because of Way of Kings. Christopher Palloni has a new addition to the Inheritance Cycle. Oh, no way, Peachy. Very cool. Favorite book was Watership Down. Yeah, Watership Down. If you like Watership Down, I feel like The Mob is like a very low-key version of Watership Down. If you like that kind of animal fiction, like animal fantasy, where it's like anthropomorphized to the point of like sentience, but not necessarily like Redwall level of anthropomorphization or whatever that word would be, I think The Mob by Clint Martini is a book you'll like. Yeah. It's called the Feather and Bone Trilogy. It's just 3 books. They're really small. You could read them all probably in a weekend. They're really fun to sit down and just enjoy for a little bit. They're good like waiting at the airport, I think, type book. Let's see. Isaka, hey, how you doing? Guardians, I'm glad you like that. Oh my gosh, Science Streams is here. Hey, I finally got down to your giant knee. Good to see you, Science. How are you doing? You picked up 3 Kinds of Lucky, which is urban fantasy. Oh, interesting. I'll have to look into some of these. Yeah. Isla and I are going to be co-streaming. We're going to be doing another traditional media painting stream, like another oil painting stream soon. Kings of the Wild. No, Blue Wolf. Haven't heard of that. I'm going to forget all these recommendations. Can somebody please write them down in the Discord? Animal Dialogues by Craig Childs is a good book. Nice. Let's see. I'm so far behind in chat. Let's see. You need a day to shut your brain off. Exactly. And otherwise, it'll be a sad reason. I'm gamer-brained right now and doing absolutely nothing else free time. Yeah, and it feels bad after a while, Sloppy. And it's not that there's anything wrong with gaming. It's just like, it can be addictive. At least I've found for me. Like I said, it works for me. It may not be for everybody, but just alternating weekends. Because again, for me, the only time I game is on Sundays if I'm going to game. And so I just switch. It's like, okay, this is my game weekend. Next weekend's my reading books weekend. And I just flip-flop. And it seems to work really well for me. And I try to hike and stuff too, like get outside. That also helps. Let's see. More morning practices. Yes, Z-Rush, welcome in, welcome in. Kev has some, okay, stop everything. We have some scientific fun facts about heads from Kev. I'm a little scared, but let's read. Scientific fun facts about heads. Number 1, allegedly optional. What? Still up for scientific debate. More research required. Kev, I do not sign up for this research. 2, believe it or not, a lot of human heads are empty. Source, Kev's mom. Oh, dang. Oh, wait, are you saying your mom says that a lot about you? I thought you were saying that about your mom, and I was like, Kev, you can't say that about your mom. Number 3, I do have a head. Yes, those are good facts. I mean, actually the first 2 are a little sus, I'm not gonna lie. Timothy Zahn. Yeah, I think that's how it's spelled. Yeah. It's a Michael Crichton novel, Dragon Teeth. It's semi-nonfiction dramatized. Did you hear that, Amaze? Dragon Teeth by Michael Crichton is about the Bone Wars, if you missed it in chat. Let's see. You actually picked it up while getting groceries last week. Oh, good. Nice. What should we do for Oil Painting Course 3? Oh, we're already planning. Oh, gosh. Hey, Santroa, how's it going? Is that a self-portrait? No. No? Do you think I look like this? Angoi, do you need glasses? I don't have freckles. I don't have thick black hair. You can draw a self-portrait if you'd like to. I'm gonna go to the pins up at the top of chat, and I'm going to find a portrait to actually draw now. I could if I want to. No, I could not look like that if I wanted to. There's no way. You could, to that note. Yeah, I hope you're holding up okay, Santro, with all of the cold weather and such. I wish there was a way to pin things to the top of a Pinterest board. Like pin links I want to stay at the top. Because I'm having trouble finding that link. That link that I sent. What was it called? I can't remember. It was like Earthworld or something like that. What is that website? That's just like portraits of people at concerts. Yes, the Jurassic Park guy. Yep. It's a semi-dramatized nonfiction about the Bone Wars, according to Sloppy. I haven't read it, but it sounds interesting. Oh, Earth's World. Here it is. I found it. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. When is part 2? We're trying to figure that out, Paleo. Yeah, we haven't scheduled it yet. It's very funny to you how popular freckles are nowadays. It was something you got made fun of. Aw. Yeah, I think probably kids still do that, but hopefully people grow out of things. Hey Nimalak, how's it going? Thanks for popping in. Man, so many cool people in the chat today. Did you see any gator snouts in the ice? Oh gosh, yeah, Suntra, be careful. The great melt has begun already. Did you get good pictures? How much snow did you get? I'd love to see photos. I saw the ones you posted last night, but if you have any others, feel free to share. I'm super curious. Okay, I'm going to pick this guy. I like the shapes in this guy's face. This looks like fun. But yeah, if you like finding portraits that aren't like fashion models to paint from, not that there's anything wrong with that, it's just that you tend to draw the same face shapes over and over, and like, I think I'm just immediately more interested in a more, like, I don't know, this just looks like a real person, because it is, obviously. I mean, they're all real people, but there's like a lot more interesting things happening here to me. So I'm going to start with this one, for better or worse, and then I'm going to see if I can work my way up to something better. You saw some angry raccoons? Did you see any iguanas falling out of trees? Or is that happening during the Great Melt? Because I know that's a thing that happens, right? Whenever there's, you know, tons of weather. This is too loud. Hold on. I'm trying to make sure I don't get a ding. A great time to harvest invasives, that's true. Yeah, just go walk around and pick up all the iguanas dropping out of trees. Maybe, I wonder if there are groups that do that when there's cold snaps. If they go around and like, try to like pick up, you know, like the invasive reptiles and things. Iguana rainy season only occurs down in middle and southern Florida. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, did you just call it iguana rainy season? Wow. Wow. I hate that I love that as much as I do. Probably doesn't speak well of me, but that is funny. I find that extremely funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, maybe they're harvesting the iguanas then. Alright, I'm gonna try to draw with a broad brush today. Oh, thank you, Streamlabs. So timely. Yeah, if anybody wants to share their own warm-ups that they're doing, as long as it's something drawn from observation, that's kind of the key. Try to talk about that as much as possible, but if it's unclear, let me know. And yeah, feel free to post that in the warm-up studies section. Also, all those book recommendations, I would be more than happy to see those in the Discord if anybody wants to repeat them somewhere. I don't really know where. Somewhere. I'll find them. I tend to eventually see everything in the Discord. Errands time? Okay, we'll see you later. Thanks for being here, Sloppy. Good luck with errands. I don't want an iguana to rain on me. That's fisticuffs immediately. Are you just gonna fisticuffs at the iguana? There are programs for people to harvest iguanas and turn them in for cash. No, there's not. No, is there really? Is that the plan of attack to get the invasive species population down in Florida, is to pay people to harvest them during rainy season? What? Oh my gosh. I don't know why that surprises me. I mean, that's great. I'm glad they're doing something, but it's just, that's very funny. I wouldn't even think about getting paid. I would do it for free. There's programs like that for a lot of Florida. I had no idea. This is all news to me. I always have wondered what Florida does for its invasive species issues, but that is funny. I don't know why I find that so funny. It's like invasive species bounties. It's like bounty hunters. Florida bounty hunters. iguana harvesting. It's similar to rattler roundups. I've never heard of rattler roundups. You say that, but you are like picking animals up and killing them. You would, oh, I thought you would like turn them in to like, I don't know, like a rescue or something. I didn't realize you had to pick them up and kill them. Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either. You had a coworker who would go down south certain parts of the year for a pay boost. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so literally bounty hunters. That's crazy. Some can be sold to pet stores. See, that's what I was thinking. They would just go back into the pet market because that's like where they came from. Or like some kind of a rehab, or heck, even like if they're too wild, can't we just like, I don't know, zoos, or maybe put them back where they belong? It's probably too expensive to do that, but alright, I'm supposed to be drawing the planes of the face. I'm getting caught up in doing this the wrong way. One sec. One sec, guys. I gotta focus on planes of the face here. Hey, Kev. Yes. You can be sold to a pet store? No, I don't think so, Ngoy. If you want to bankroll it, I'm sure that's a possibility. Yeah. No. I wouldn't want to kill them either. I thought it was literally just like a roundup to like collect them and turn them in. I didn't think it was a collect them and you have to kill them. Like if they have to be humanely euthanized, I understand, but like if I had to do it, I don't think I would want that job. How come you're so dang good at everything? I appreciate the sentiment and what you're saying. I do not understand why you're saying it. I am struggling over here, but thank you. And I'm trying to get better. I am not a pro, exactly. I'm struggling. I'm trying to do this the way that I'm supposed to be. I'm trying to focus on the planes of the face, and I'm not doing it. So I don't know what you're talking about. Long nose hair, the ultimate curse as we age. I mean, there's always nose hair trimmers. I don't know the specifics if you kill them yourself or if you do it yourself. I see. Yeah. I think I'd have, I mean, it's the unfortunate reality, though, of invasive species programs everywhere. Like, I know that they have to kill them in New Zealand, too, like when they catch stuff. Because there isn't a place to rehome them because I don't know. It's not pleasant, but I think for the greater good of the ecosystem, like, it's kind of one of those things, like, we messed up and put them in a place they don't belong. So, like, I understand why it has to happen. I just wouldn't be able to DIY the kid. Like, I can't kill. I tried to process a chicken one time, and I had to have help. Like, I couldn't do it. So I would need help with the hurting of the animal would not be a thing I could do. Yeah, I feel, yeah, it's like, I understand it's necessary, and it's something that needs to be done. I just can't. I cried after, yeah. One time I cried after killing a cockroach, so I'm pretty bad. I'm pretty bad, like, and I don't even like cockroaches. And it was outside. And it was when I was a kid, and I felt really bad about it. Yeah, anyway. It's not my favorite. I don't like killing animals. You'll handle it, Amaze? Okay. But I do feel like it's important in some ways, like, especially as somebody who does eat meat, like, I feel like should I, if I'm not able or willing to do this, like, should I be eating meat? Like, just from an ethical standpoint. I feel like if I was in, like, a survival situation, I could do it, but because I'm not, it makes it harder. I don't know. It's all a very complex topic. As possibly the oldest person here, says Blue Wolf D. I'm not sure how you gauge that. Is it the color people use in text? Like, how do you tell how old people are on Twitch? The curse of sudden... Oh, wait, hold on. I'm missing it. The curse of sudden hair growth is murder for my self-esteem. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Do you think invasive species are just suffering from social anxiety? Wait, what? What are you talking about, Kev? You've got only half this guy's face and you've captured... Oh, well, thank you. I'm trying to focus on the planes, though. A squid! I feel you, Sloppy. I feel you. The Great Melt, by the way, will transform tonight into Slip and Slide. Yes. Refreezes... Wait. Refreezes Ananza? That is impossible to say, but I love that you typed that out. Yeah, don't go anywhere. But how many, did you guys get 5 inches? Only unaliving of animals I've done is mercy killings. Yes, I have had to do a mercy killing one time for a rat that I found trapped by the leg in a rat trap. And I cried a lot. And I don't want to talk about it. But yeah, I think, yeah. One time he killed a cockroach, took a toothpick and hung its body on it and posted it outside to send a message to— oh my gosh, Kat. We are built differently, and that's fine. That's fine. Listen, I just don't want the bugs in my house. They can be outside all they want. I did have to kill a black widow spider one time that was trying to get into my studio because I figured it was going to keep trying and I didn't want to die in my studio, but I didn't like it. I wasn't happy that I had to do it. I did it as fast as I could. I was trying to find a place to winter, and I was like, I'm sorry, dude. Can't be here. Ma'am. Sorry, ma'am. I don't actually, so I'm a catch and release person with spiders. I don't mind, like, I'm not afraid of spiders. I'm really not squeamish about much. It's not a squeamishness thing. I really, you know, everything has its reason for being part of the ecological system or niche that it's a part of. And I'm happy to let it live out its purpose. I just don't want it to be doing it in my space where I live. But even mice, like I use live traps in apartments when I've had mice issues. I don't like kill traps. The one exception I've made has been we had a pretty bad rodent problem at with a flock, like at a chicken coop that I volunteered at, and it was sort of outside of my jurisdiction anyway, like it wasn't my choice. Personally, I really just wish that they would have made the place more rodent proof in the first place so that the rodents couldn't get in, but that wasn't an option financially, so hopefully it will be in the future. We'll see. But yeah, I tend to be a catch and release person for the most part. Yeah, like I drove like 8 miles into the mountains to release some mice. Like, I would just much rather, and it was not near other people's homes. I'm very much also, if you're gonna catch and release, you need to do it responsibly with a pest animal. Like, don't just go up the street to a park near a neighborhood and release a rodent, because you're just making that rodent someone else's problem, and they're probably gonna poison it or kill it. Like, if you're trying to help an animal, I think you should probably go and put it like way out away from everybody so it can go live a natural wild life away from civilization. Depending on where you are, it could take a while to get to a place like that, but yeah. You're territorial, so bugs die in your home because they didn't ask permission to stay, nor did they offer to pay rent. I mean, that's fair. To each their own. I personally don't mind. I like having the spiders around because they eat the bugs I really don't want around, so I don't mind them around. I just want them in the apartment. But I also live in Colorado where there's just not a lot of bugs in general, so I don't have as much of an issue with bugs here. Bots and Magic! Hey, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for popping in. We're doing a portrait study today. Talking about random things in chat. How's it going? Thanks for coming by. I'm not very good at people. I do a lot of animals and creature stuff, so I'm trying really hard to force myself to do more studies. So we do these study sessions. I call them the art gym. We'll pick a different theme. We all draw together. And if anybody wants to do studies with me, it can be anything. You don't have to do studies of what I'm doing. I'm trying to focus on the planes of the face. Today I'm doing a terrible job of actually doing that here. I'm not really thinking about the planes very well. I should be. I'm not. But you know, trying. I'm trying to think about them while I draw anyway. But yeah, if anybody wants to draw along, we do like a show and tell at the end of stream. We're actually going to probably do that in the next 15 or 20 minutes chat. So if anybody is drawing along, just know we're going to do the showing off of the work in a little bit. If you're a streamer, if you're an art streamer and you do a study with us, I'm happy to shout you out too if we show your work on stream. But yeah, that's what we're up to. But I hope you're doing well, Bots and Magic. Thanks for popping in. like I was trying to remember where I think I followed you recently because I found you on Blue Sky, possibly? I've been meeting a few people on Blue Sky lately. It's been very fun. In my lungs? Wait, what? Hold on. Roaches are one of the few things I'm afraid of on an instinctual level. Together with centipedes and silverfishes. Really? Silverfish are weird looking to me. They look like, I thought when I was a kid, I thought they were squished roly-polies. And I don't have a problem with roly-polies, so I had no issues with silverfish. Together with big buzzing things. You just hear them in your lungs? Wait, what? Always looking for new... Yeah, it's been really fun meeting more art streamers. I am loving the art Twitch community. I've started streaming kind of... Well, not started streaming, but started trying to meet more people on art Twitch about this time last year. And it's just been a really awesome experience. And I hope that the starter packs and stuff on Blue Sky are helping people grow. I honestly hope it's making more artists think about Twitch as a viable, like, alternative to social media, because I have really just found it to be, I mean, it keeps me accountable to doing studies. I feel like it's a great place to actually meet and interact with artists, too, like, just having the, like, direct one-on-one conversation, you know, with artists that you really admire. Or just that, like, artists that you want to hang out. I don't know, it's really cool. It's a really cool place, and I don't think a lot of artists think of it as an art platform, like an art social media, but I really think it has a lot of overlooked potential. And so I'm kind of hoping that the starter packs on Blue Sky, which thanks again for anybody who has shared those, I really feel like they've helped. Or, I mean, I hope that they will help, is what I'm trying to say. Maybe help some other artists think about it. You've been streaming on Twitch for 2 years and it's been a blast. That's awesome. And see, there's like so many artists like yourself that I've never encountered before. I think part of it is that like we as artists are just like pretty... We're so used to working in isolation that we're not very good at like putting ourselves out there sometimes. And so I feel like there's so many artists that I just don't know that are on Twitch and have been for a while. And Amaze, I did see your Draw Me an Animal request. I will get to that in just a second. I'm just trying to finish the last little bits here. Try and get at least one portrait done before we do the show and tell. Oh yeah, Kev streams. Thank you for the starter pack. I know it's just people hitting follow all, but I feel seen. That's great. No, that's awesome, Suntroa. Keep posting your art. If you're an art streamer and you're on one of those starter packs and if it's helping, that's awesome. Please like post your art, post links to your Twitch, or at least have, if you guys didn't know this, on Blue Sky, like links are not banned. Like that's not gonna suffocate your posts. You don't do art, we get nothing. No, Kev, stop. That's not true. I mean, Kev, you're on the starter pack list, Kev. I mean, I can take you off if you don't want to be. I hope I didn't put anybody on there who didn't want to be on there. But I want to see people discover artists on Twitch. I think it's cool. And so Suntra, I'm glad that you've seen some growth from that. But yeah, make sure, guys, that you have a link somewhere on your page if you want people to find your Twitch stream. If I'm in the starter pack, then I'm an energy at PSA. What? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Kev. Does that mean you don't want to be? If you don't want to be, I'll take you out of there. I can do it right now if you want. The vibrations of a bumblebee are just too powerful. If the bumblebee is too close, it's like turbulence. Oh my gosh, Bam! How's it going? Yes, portrait practice indeed. Bam, speaking of another cool artist here on Twitch that deserves more attention, you guys should call... Bam, are you streaming lately? I don't feel like I've seen a stream. But I hope I do soon, because your work is great also. Oh, it's a Pokemon game joke, sorry. Yes, portrait practice, and thank you for that sub. You're on a 4-month streak. Thank you for the 6 months of subs, Bam. I really, really appreciate that, seriously. I hope you're doing well, and thanks for the support. Right, Ray's son? That's what I'm saying. He's not... Listen, Kev, I wouldn't have put you in there if I didn't believe in you as an art streamer, but if you don't want to be in there, I can take you out. Oh my gosh, what is this? I love your emote, Blue Wolf. That is incredibly terrifying. But yes, I'm trying to do some portrait practice. Varying degrees of success, unfortunately, but... Is that a self-portrait? Yes, this is what I really look like under this mask that I wear. Doing a lot of NDA stuff. Hey, that's good though, that you're under some contracts. That's awesome. Congrats. Well, when you ever start streaming again, I will be there. Yeah, surprise, guys. I'm really a very sad-looking older man at a concert. Thanks, Amaze. We figured it out. You sure did. You sure you caught me. You've caught me, guys. Okay, let me do this draw me an animal request really fast. I might try to sneak one more portrait in. We're gonna aim to be looking at stuff at noon. So you got about 10 minutes left, chat, if you are doing some studies yourself. Guys, I really do not like this portrait. I wish I was better at this. I'm so sorry for everything. I feel like it needs so much more work. Like, I'm just not proficient enough to know how to quickly get the marks that I want. Maybe it's a values issue? Sorry, Amaze, I promise I haven't forgotten. I will do your request. I'm just trying to fix this. Maybe some of it was a values issue slightly. She was trying to do the jump of the better hairdo. Is that what this looks like to you? Pulls off her mask. Yeah. NDA, not drawing a lot. Oh! No, that's not what it means. NDA means non-disclosure agreement. You know what? I hope you're doing well either way, Bam. Let's see. To be fair, Maze is a cotton ball behind his mask? What? I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. It's pretty good for a quick catch. Oh, thanks. It's okay. Let's go ahead and do the draw me an animal game really fast. We'll take a quick break. I need to draw an animal. I need to brush out the cobwebs of this portrait so I can do one more. If you haven't been here for a draw me an animal game before, it's fun. You can do it every 30 minutes. It is a redeem that you have to put in with channel points, so it's not just a request in chat, it's channel points only. So you can gain channel points by lurking here, by following, by hanging out. But basically, the only hint I can have is whatever's in that redeem. So please no hints in chat. If you want to go look it up yourself, you can, but I'm gonna try to draw it from memory or from a guess if I don't know what it is. Banded mongoose. Okay, banded mongoose. Okay. So these are some of the ones from the past. Banded mongoose, let's see. I haven't drawn a mongoose in a long time. So I know what it is, I just don't know if I know how to draw it. It's definitely mustelid-ish. I don't know if it is actually mustelid or if it just looks like one. Mongoose. Actually, no, I think mongoose actually might be filiforms. Might be kind of similar to the Fusa. Trying to remember what a mongoose looks like. Okay, I'm just gonna go. So I have 5 minutes to draw it. No references, no hints in chat. Feel free to go look it up yourself. You can laugh as I get it wrong. That's also an option. I feel like they look like stretched out meerkats for some reason. So I'm just gonna draw like a feline-ish, meerkat-ish looking creature. I don't spend a lot of time thinking about this whole category of animal, I have to say. I know that they are famous for fighting snakes and cobras and things. I'm gonna say it looks something like this. think they might be fetal forms. I can't remember now. It's been a while. There's so many animals to keep track of, and only so much brain space, so. But yeah, feel free to look it up. This is just me drawing what I think they kind of look like. It's obviously like a stylized version of it, but I feel like there's something like this. I think they might be a little chonky. Maybe they can get chonky. I don't know. The banded part, I want to say that they have stripes on their tail. Question mark, question mark. Oh, I forgot to look at what time it was when I started. I'm just gonna give myself like 2 more minutes. That's too yellow. Somebody's gonna pop in here from Blue Sky and be like, wait, I thought we were doing portraits. What's going on? We're playing a game, if that's you. I don't know if there's anybody new in here. But I promise I'll get back on track in just a second. This is a 5 to 10 minute derailing that we allow every half hour on this stream. It's just a little draw me an animal game where I have to guess what an animal looks like, so. Ah! Oh, what's happening? Oh my gosh. Ah, Ryu! What? Ryu, thank you. Oh my god, that was scary. Hi, how are you? Ryu, guess what? Also, thank you for the subs, by the way. Wait, what just happened? A hype train? Wait, who started up? What's going on? I didn't even know that there was a hype train happening. Hold on. I'm playing a game. I'm on a timer. Ryu, don't go anywhere. I want to say thank you. Thank you. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Sorry if that was really loud, guys. Yes, thank you for giving that shout out to Ryu. You guys, Ryu, for those who don't know, here's some Casey lore. Ryu is actually the person who got me on Twitch in the first place. So thank you, Ryu. And if you guys are looking for an awesome friend of mine to go follow, if you like watching people play games on the Twitch, go follow Ryu. Hear rumors that she's going to be getting back into it soon. Deep Casey lore. So deep. Deep like space. She lies, I don't stream. Yes, you do. Stop it. She streams. She's been on hiatus because work has been stupid. But go follow her preemptively. Ryu's great. Was playing a lot of Dave the Diver last time I was checking in. Played a lot of Yakuza, Final Fantasy. Ah, what is happening? Oh my gosh. Who did a thing? What's Aslace? Thank you so much. I really appreciate that gift sub. It was terrifying. You guys are very kind. Thank you so much for supporting the stream. What is this sound? Who is doing... Wait. What's going on? I'm missing everything. I'm trying to draw this banded mongoose, and I will thank everybody in a minute. For those who got a sub, enjoy your ad-free viewing, and thanks for being here. Okay, this is my banded mongoose. I'm gonna call it because I'm getting really distracted. I know that's half the fun, but these lures are half getting you while you're working. I'm so sorry, young boy. I don't know how to turn them down. I've tried turning them down before. If they're like super, super loud, let me know which ones are loud and I can try and adjust it on the other end. But this is what I think a banded mongoose is. Let's see what it actually is. Oh, I put the bands in the wrong place, sort of. I put them on the tail and I didn't make it dark enough. But it does look like a stretched out meerkat, and it is chonky. So I don't feel too bad. It's your fault for bumping? Wait, what? What bumping what? Okay, hold on. Let me figure out what even happened on my stream just now while I was drawing. Thank you, Chunkers. Oh my gosh, Chunkers, you did not have... That's a lot of bits. Thank you so much for the bit, Dodo. I really appreciate that. I totally missed it. I'm sorry that it happened while I was drawing. And thank you guys for the level 3. Oh my gosh, level 3 hype train now. We don't get hype trains very often, so I appreciate that, guys. Seriously. Thank you, Aslace, for gifting the subs, and of course Ryu as well. Thank you for gifting subs. I don't know why the gifted subs didn't show up in my little alerts box. You work on a loud floor? Okay. Let's see. Oh, thank you so much. I see that Chunker's got a gift sub, and Dally. Congrats, guys. And Tempest. You're here for derailing? Well, you did it very successfully. Let's see. Which one was loud? Because I kind of think the new Twitch alerts are the ones that are super loud. Like the ones that are like, you started a hype train. Like I don't know how to, I need to get into the Twitch alerts and like adjust that. Let's see. No, she's lying. Go follow Ryu, everybody, right now. Work is a non-issue until February 17th. Nice, congratulations. I'm so excited. Well, hopefully that means we will start seeing stream. Hey Ryu, did you know I'm gonna be doing a game stream on Friday? I'm gonna be playing Katamari Damacy, so if you wanna come hang out. I might start off by doing a warm-up stream first, just to make me feel better about playing a game on stream, but that's gonna be happening. And if anybody wants alerts, or if you wanna join in on events and stuff, I have an event about it to help people get reminded if you wanna ping. There's also the monthly art showcase event coming up too. But congratulations, Ryu, that's awesome. That's awesome. Let's see. Obviously it's a mongoose with a headband and a guitar. Where's his guitar? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Sorry for the loud alerts, guys. Here's our, let's see. Yeah, so this was drawn without reference. This was from imagination. Let's look at what the mongoose actually looks like. So this is how the game works. I have 5 minutes to draw what I think it is, and then we look and see what it actually is, and I see how close I got. I feel like I got pretty close. I didn't get the colors right, but it is a chunky, stretched out meerkat. And I just couldn't remember what a meerkat face looks like from imagination. So, you know what? I feel like I did okay. I got the colors wrong. I did remember the dark spots around the eyes, though. So I feel pretty good about that, because I kind of remember them having like a mask or something. So I'm going to give myself like a 70. I think I did all right. I did okay. And then we get to do the fun part, which is learn about it together. Educational. I just really like learning about animals, guys. Thank you for indulging me in playing this game. Okay, so the banded mongoose. Ooh, let's see if it's... excuse me. Let's see if it's a filiform or if it's... It is! It's in filiforma. Okay, so I was on... Yeah, so it's related to the fossa. The fusa. The fossa. Still don't remember how you say it. This guy right here that we were talking about yesterday. And hyenas. A lot of people don't realize hyenas are actually filiforms and not caniforms, which means they're on the cat side of the family tree. Anyway, same thing with mongoose. I think that's why I remembered, because I remember seeing mongoose with the hyenas. Anyway, so they are native to southern Africa, live in the savannas, open forests, and grasslands, and feed primarily on beetles and millipedes. Mongoose use various types of dens for shelters, including termite mounds, and they live in colonies with complex... The banded mongoose specifically lives in colonies with a complex social structure, so they are very meerkat-like in that way. Look at these guys. So cute. So cute. And thank you guys for that level 3 hype train. That was really, really kind. You get a 90? Oh, thanks. Let's see. It's a Disney moment? Wait, what? I need to get back to streaming, but you're burnt out on games. That's totally fair, Azalace. I do think that, like, the game streaming site, it really helps to know other game streamers. So Ryu's a great one if you don't already know Ryu. Good one to follow. Ryu's got a lovely community, a lovely gaming community that she's had for years. It's a good community to get involved with. Your sub alerts were pretty loud compared to last time you were here. Oh no, I will try to fix that. I will try to fix that after stream. Hopefully I can have a chance to mess with that. Let's see. Mufasa, not quite. Close. But yeah, these are banded mongooses. Here's a cute little family group. Aw, they are cute. You're another gaming stream. Yeah, exactly. Pyro, you should hook up with Ryu. Ryu's great. Yeah, I always recommend, it's kind of like with art, like on the game side, just find some other game communities to get to know people in. Amaze can vouch for Ryu's community. Amaze has been a part of Ryu's game community for a while too. Let's see. I like looking at the skeletons a lot. Isn't it wild, like, how different the skeleton looks from the actual, like, face? And even, like, some of the, like, shape of the creature, too. Like, it has that sloped sternum that we see a lot in this type of animal. But, like, look how chunky. Look how chunky. So chunky. chunky little guy. They're pretty cute. They're pretty cute. Well, thank you, Maze, for suggesting the banded mongoose. And if anybody wants to learn more about the banded mongoose, you can do so here. I closed it on accident, but I will reopen the Wikipedia page and link you to it, because Wikipedia is a great source of animal information at the very least. I can't vouch for all the other info, but I really do feel like their animal info is pretty on point. There's a lot of people that really closely monitor and update, you know, all the scientific classifications and things. It's pretty interesting, so I do recommend it for that. Okay. Every time I get on Wikipedia, it reminds me of that time that I thought I was playing a game when I was really just looking at, like, a CD-ROM version of Wikipedia all about the San Diego Zoo, and spent my whole summer doing that as a child. Anyway, is it more or less unanswered questions? Wait, what? Yes, little gamer babies. We have some little gamer babies here, Ryu. But Ryu, I hope you're well. Thank you again for kicking off that hype train. And I'm gonna do, oh, we only have 3 minutes. So you know what? I'm actually just gonna, I think, ugh, I don't have anything shareable here today. Let me just do a quick portrait study of this one. Let me see if I can do a 5-minute portrait study. You have 5 minutes, chat, if you wanted to get a study into the Discord. I'm just gonna quickly do a study of this lady. Maybe, we'll see. And then we're gonna look at what you guys have been studying. So remember, it doesn't have to be a portrait if that was too much for you today and you didn't feel like doing that. A study of anything, as long as it's drawn from some type of observation, is fine in the warm-up studies. The whole reason for that, guys, is just because we want to encourage folks to do the hard work of leveling up as an artist and like finding some. This is like an accountability session for people who are trying to do studies that are not imaginative drawing, that aren't the quote-unquote fun part of art, right? Is the drawing stuff for fun. So feel free to, oh, thank you for that posture check. Feel free to drop any studies as long as they're work safe into the Discord, and I will show it here on stream. And if you're an art streamer, I'll be happy to shout you out too. Yes, everybody hydrate and posture and all those things. I will do that in a second. I'm trying to go fast right now just to have anything finished other than just one picture. I don't feel like I have anything to share here today. I've been trying to be better about like posting in the replies on my like Blue Sky and Twitter posts about these, like putting them actually in the reply thread. If anyone does post anything on social media, use the ArtGym hashtag so that I can find it. If I see it, I try to repost stuff when I see stuff. Even if it's not the thing I was studying, it's totally fine. We're just trying to encourage artists to grow and study. Yeah, thank you for the lurk, Amaze. You need to dust out the tablet. Oh my gosh, Ryu, join us. Oh my gosh, I would be honored, Ryu, if you decided to join us for a study session sometime. Literally, our motto here, Ryu, is let's get the bad drawings out. We're here to just practice, and we're openly acknowledging that we're all struggling, and it's okay. This is an okay place to be like a not so cool about your drawing. Even if you don't want to draw. Like, there's people who message me and are like, hey, I don't draw with you. Like, I don't show you my drawings, but I do draw with you, or my kids are drawing along, and I love that. So, oh, I thought I said Azalace. I'm sorry, I probably misspoke. You both have an A in your name. It's confusing. My small, smooth brain cannot handle. Drawing is supposed to be fun. I know, right? Drawing is pain most of the time, but we're trying to just acknowledge that pain together and make it a space where people feel like, you know, hey, I've been meaning to do studies. Everybody else is suffering and doing studies. It's kind of like the idea behind, you know, how you sometimes need a workout buddy to go to the gym, right? It's the same idea, but this is the art gym, so that's why we call it that. It's like everybody is everybody's art workout buddy. Just holding each other accountable, trying to like slowly improve our craft. Or just improve the hobby. You know, you don't have to be a serious artist, right, to do a study. I personally feel that learning to be a careful observer of the world around you is an important skill set that will benefit anybody in any walk of life, in any career field. I think it keeps your brain active, it keeps you more curious, it keeps you asking questions, and I think all of that stuff is really good and healthy for a human. So, anyway. I always want to encourage anybody who is curious to try to pick this up as a hobby. Just for no other reason than that, to do it, so. If you're choosing, time to let go. Yeah, maybe sharp objects. Oh no. Yes, thank you. Thank you again for popping by, Bam, and for the support. I super appreciate you. I hope you have a good one. And I hope we get to see some art from you soon. Drawing gym. Make those pencils sweat. That's right. That's right. Here at the art gym, we're all about that art workout. Flex those observation muscles. I am trying to think about the planes of the face here. I don't know if I'm super successful at it, but this is also why I hate drawing people that I know. Like when people ask me to do a portrait of them, I'm like, ooh, can I not show you when I'm done? And then yes. Because I need to practice, but I don't want to practice on you because you'll be offended when it doesn't look like you. We've talked about this before during portraits. Portrait day is just every day for me because I use portraits. Oh, do you, Vessel? That's awesome. Vessel is like a pro at this. Vessel, I'd love to hear your portrait tips if you draw portraits a lot. What is your favorite? What is something about drawing portraits that you wish you had understood sooner? Please bestow us some wisdom, if you have wisdom to bestow. Don't think of it as a face, it's just a series of shapes and values. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to learn. But it's hard when it doesn't look like a face. And you're like, oh, it's supposed to look like a face. Oh no, I failed. But yes, agree. End up getting more accurate as compared to, yeah, that's true. That's true. If you just think of it as values, it's a lot easier to find the shapes, right? That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. I feel like another really fantastic portrait artist that I highly recommend if anybody wants to get better at portraits is Chuck Curry. She is so good at them. I lurk on her streams all the time and sometimes hop in a chat just because I'm like, oh, I want to absorb this. I want to be better at this. She makes it look fun. Is Just Cheat is sometimes is not that deep. That's fair. Well, thank you for sharing your wisdom. Excuse me, miss, but I just saw you from across the bar over there and wanted to say I think that you have a series of shapes and values. Yes. Yes, you should try that, Kev. You should try that. Let me know how that goes, please. I would like an update on this story. I expect one, frankly. You're not wrong, though. I mean, this is why beauty standards are frustrating. Everybody is just a series of shapes and values, and it's frustrating that some are considered better than others. It's like, you can't control that. Anyway, don't get me started. She says to herself as she gets herself started. Hey baby, you are the Fibonacci spiral because you are mathematically geometric. Pretty much, that's what it is. It's like, your face is slightly more symmetrical than average. Somehow that increases your value. Ugh. Ugh. Human value standards are gross. Alright, I'm getting to, speaking of values, I'm getting way more interested in the values for sure. I also think it's really interesting how just crisping up a couple of lines can just pull a piece together so quickly. Like just kind of inserting some sharp edges for the eyes and stuff here. It's crazy how much that makes a difference. At least I think it's crazy. of these days, guys, I will understand how to draw people. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm determined. It just may not happen today. Yesterday I guessed another artist in the room because of the type of clothes and merch. Wait, what? Wait, can you explain more about that? I appreciate all you humans and your values too, Ryu. You go facebind fast. Yeah, that's true. Oh, but you flip every 10 to 20 minutes. That's a good tip. If you're doing like a longer sit-down portrait, for sure. That makes a lot of sense, so that you can catch errors and stuff more quickly. Wait, Rhea-san, I need more context about this story. Sup, girl? Are you pie? Because I hate math, and you make me want to you make me want to throw up. Oh my gosh, we had a mathematician in chat the other day. You should tell him that. I'm gonna try and remember that when he's here, if he ever comes back. I don't know. Maybe we scared him off, but that is very funny. Yeah, that's true. Flipping is a good practice to have. Very fair. I just meant that it's especially helpful when you're doing longer paintings, because the worst feeling in the world is to like flip it way later in the painting and then realize you spent like 2 hours reinforcing the wrong thing. That's all I meant. Flipping is not. I didn't mean to imply it's just for portraits. I was just saying it's really helpful for longer paintings for that reason. Flipping is a good practice. You can steal my joke as long as you... Oh, I'll definitely... I will... Don't you worry, Kev. I will not be claiming credit for that joke. But I've already written that down as a non-negotiable rule. I know, yeah, I didn't mean that to be taken literally that way. You don't own erasers? That's not true. That's not true, Ryu. Ryu, you should dust off your tablet sometime. Now that you have all this free time. What are you going to do with all your free time? Is today the first day? Is today the first day of freedom? Oh, we have an ad break. I'm sorry. I was not paying attention. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to be done here anyway and just call this. So let's take a stretch break. If you can hear the sound of my voice, feel free to stretch along with me. And then we're gonna look at what you guys did. You're in a classroom, let's see, with other peers, and of course not every other person draws or has a hobby. And you, wait, I'm confused. And it's funny because 50% of the time you can guess an artist because of the clothes. Oh, you're saying that you saw the way somebody was dressed and figured that they were an artist? That's actually very funny. I'm very curious what it, so wait, I don't feel like I have any type of fashion whatsoever. So do I look like an artist? I don't feel like I don't fit the type. I just look like a person who wears comfortable clothing. First day of freedom was January 12th, but then you immediately got sick. Oh no, that's what I thought. I thought you were done earlier than this. That's so exciting though, Ryu. I'm happy for you. Yes, exactly. Yeah, I feel like I have like, my preference is for no one to notice me ever. But yeah, if you can hear the sound of my voice, feel free to stretch along with me. This is your sign to unshrimp. We try to do some posture stretches and just general stretches once an hour here. And then after the ad break / stretch break is over, we will go look at the pieces that you guys worked on. So, yeah, let me do a quick little carpal tunnel stretch. If you haven't done this one before, you just take your hand, but you point it down like this. Then take your other hand and gently pull toward your body. Student artists have a style, and old artists too, but in between, I don't know. Even when I was in school, I've always been a jeans and t-shirt person. I definitely prefer the incognito. But I do know the style you're talking about. There definitely is like a type of look that some artists certainly lean into. Which is fine. Everyone has their preferences. What's that? Shrimp more? No, shrimp less. Shrimp less, in fact, Ryu. Shrimp less. Oh my gosh. Impossible. Impossible. Shrimp. Don't shrimp. We're unshrimping. You're gonna. So what I tell people is what I was told to do is to take your back and like curve it, to like do like a C curve basically with your spine, and then push your shoulder blades together and just kind of clench them and hold, like kind of flex those muscles. Basically just like over time strengthens the muscles in the back and neck. And then if you hold for like 20 seconds and then release, it kind of drops your shoulders into a more natural upright position. And at first this feels really strange, but then like over time it doesn't feel odd anymore. So I've been trying to fix my posture like that while I walk, while I sit, while I drive for over a year now, and I definitely have noticed it. Like I feel like I can sit up like this and it doesn't, like this doesn't feel uncomfortable. I don't feel like I'm awkward or like it's stretching anything. Oh my gosh, as if I didn't know you were Cajun. Come on now. Come on. For anyone who doesn't know, Ryu and I have known each other since like first grade. Literally have eaten at her house so many times growing up. Usually it's the tons of merch. Yeah, I would say convention artists also have a certain look. Alright, I did notice that I didn't finish doing the shading on this, so I'm just going to quickly toss in some shading, and then I am going to go look at the pieces you guys did. So let's get over into the Discord and do that. I just wanted to soften this a slight bit, in case I decide to post either of these on the blue skies. We'll see. Good. Good. Alright, okay. Let's get over to the Discord. And if anybody isn't in the Discord and you'd like to be, you certainly don't have to. I understand that like everybody has Discord and it can be overwhelming, so don't feel pressured. But if you want to join in the art share, that is the easiest way to do it. You can also drop a link to your image in the chat. That's fine, as long as it's work safe. Please make sure your studies are work safe, and we'll show that on screen. And yeah, let me go to the warm-up studies. The warm-ups. Oh my goodness, it's the warm-ups. Okay, everything looks awesome. Let me scroll up to, let's see, here's yesterday's. Okay, perfect. So basically what I do is I go to the Discord and I go to the last thing that I posted so that I know where to stop. So this was from yesterday's snow studies, and we'll just look at everything that's been posted since then. And if you are an art streamer, I'm happy to shout you out as well. Let me just pull this up so I can see my mod view. There we go. Okay, I can see all the things. Shrimp is important. Shrimp, unshrimping your back is important. Yes, I agree. But eating shrimp is also, I understand the importance. I mean, listen, a garlic butter shrimp, I'm never gonna be mad about. So it's just one of those things in life. Okay. Let's see. Going to Moonsky Runner. Moonsky Runner, oh thank you, I was just about to look that up real. Moonsky Runner has done a lovely pose study. This is an interesting pose. This reminds me of that character Wendy from Gravity Falls. Have you guys seen that show? I feel like this almost looks like a cosplay of Wendy. Maybe it's not, but anyway, either way, it's a lovely study. Really, really fantastic proportions. Great job with the movement here. Moonsky Runner just recently started streaming, so if you are looking for more artists to support, if you're starting out yourself, best thing I can recommend is to find some other artists to group up with, whose work that you like, whose vibe that you like, and just find your people and kind of grow together, because that's really I think the best way to do it. And Moonsky is a really nice art streamer. You guys should go follow and give it a check out. But yeah. Really lovely study. Great job with the wrinkles and folds too on the clothing. I feel like clothing is just one of those really tough things. Well done, Moonsky. Well done. It is not a portrait, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be. So like I always say, if you don't want to draw what I'm drawing, you don't have to. Just, you know, draw whatever it is that you want to draw. And as long as it's a study, you know, that's the main purpose of this warm-up study. Is we've had some confusion about that a few times lately, and so I just want to clarify, you can always go to the pins here. You can check out, I've kind of updated it to hopefully be more clear. Let me know if it's not clear. I'm happy to change any wording, but I just kind of talk about like what is the purpose of the art gym and then what counts as a study. The whole purpose is to encourage each other to draw from reference. So if you're posting in here, just make sure it's observation of some kind. And the whole point is like this is the kind of thing that we don't like doing as artists. Most artists want to sit down and draw imagination stuff. We want to draw our creatures, our characters, our imaginative worlds. We don't want to do the studies. Like that's not the quote-unquote fun part. But the studies, like what Moonsky did, like actually practicing, like practicing anatomy, practicing clothing, practicing textures, practicing values, all of that stuff is what makes you better at the imaginative stuff. So this is like the workout part of the art journey. So anyway, if you are confused about any of that, you can always check the pins. Hopefully, let me know if it's not clear. I'm trying my best, but I'm only human, guys. Moving on to Ray of Sun. We've got a study. Is this a Stegosaurus? Is this like a model? What is this? That looks like a cryptid. What is this from? Is this from the Isle? What is this? What am I looking at here? Speaking of studies, I feel like dinosaurs are one of those things that are hard to do studies of because it's like, we don't know what they really looked like. But what did you draw from here? I do like that you chose, and this is a little bit more so like, this is one of those gray area images, right? Where it's like kind of a little bit more creature design because of that, but we've done dinosaur studies before. So what is this bug? I love these colors. This is a really cool insect. And this is why creature design is so fun, because nature is so inspiring. Great drawing. I mean, great drawing of a Stegosaurus. But I want to know what this reference is. You gave it like this anteater face. What is this from? This almost looks like a... You know when they like zoom in on microscopic like creatures? It's from the Isle? Okay, so do you know how like when they... like, have you ever seen like those really blown up pictures of like a tardigrade? Do you know what I'm talking about? Where they have like all the little bumps and it's like overly detailed. This almost looks like that for some reason to me. A game called The Isle. Okay, I wondered if it was like The Isle or Saurian or something. I've heard that those are really pretty accurate. So I mean, that's about as close as we can get probably to like drawing from dinosaurs. I just, that face though. Why does it look like this? Oh my gosh. It's a lovely drawing of a Stegosaurus. You did a great job, Ray of Sun. And I do like your inspiration for the bug, from the bug here too. This is a cool bug. I'm so curious about that bug. Thank you so much for sharing your lovely creepy Stego ref. The Isle is one of those games that's on my list and I've never played it. I keep hearing mixed reviews about the Isle. I've heard that like people who play the Isle, they like gang up on new players, and so like if I tried to play now, I get the feeling like I would never be able to actually play. You'll be on the Isle for, oh good. Unless you're me and you Photoshop a collage ref before painting. I mean, I've seen artists work like that too. You haven't been on the Isle. I've heard a lot of people play it. Dali! Oh, nice. And we have a GIF here. Very nice. And Ray of Sun does not stream, so we're not shouting out Ray of Sun, but if Ray of Sun, if you ever do start to stream, let me know. Dali, this looks so good. Oh my gosh, look at that skin texture. Boy, you really changed the hue there from the skin. It had like some greens and stuff, and then you like really brightened it up. I can see what you mean about it being the like draw the circle and then draw the rest of the owl, but I think it's still really cool to watch the process. And Dali does stream sometimes, guys, so we're gonna give Dali a shout out, and you should go follow Dali. Dali does a lot of character art stuff too, and it's really got some good stuff to say about the industry. So if you want to go hang out, learn about art, learn about the industry, go follow Dali. Yeah, it looks really fantastic. Here's the final piece. Beautiful skin textures, Dali. Lovely, lovely. It's really cool to see where it came from too. Like you had those cool tones that you painted on top. Really interesting. Do you ever do like studies on stream? I'd love to watch sometime. Yeah, go follow Dali if you aren't already. If you're looking for more artists to follow, I mean, obviously knows what they're doing. Beautiful stuff. Lovely. Such a lovely owl. Yeah, the loveliest of owls, for sure. Yeah, it's a really nice render. Like I love the soft tonal shifts in the skin that like from a distance you don't really notice, right? But like up close, like just that little line right there by the brow, right, is really nice. And like the greens and the purples in the value and like in the shading is really nice. Lovely. Super lovely. Well done. Beautiful study. You might do that tomorrow. Awesome. Pain. HDMC. I'm glad that it just says pain. Beautiful work, right, Isel? So let's just check really fast, make sure that this all looks like it's work safe. I think we're all clothed. We're all good. Twitch, don't be mad at me. These are figure studies. Yeah, I think they're all clothed. Okay, cool. Yeah, these look fantastic. Really great gestures. Nice movements over here. And again, you're doing such a good job with like thinking about like showing your thinking right here is really interesting. Like blocking it into form like that. It really helps with drawing things like at an angle, like in perspective, like these. This kind of like top-down fisheye almost lens angle. Really, really nice. These are great. These are great HDMZ. HDMZ does stream also, so if you guys aren't following HDMZ, make sure you click that button and give a follow to go check out like the face right there in the middle. Is this the Peyton face? But yeah, these are fantastic HDMZ. Thank you so much for drawing along today. Love to see it. I did see that, yeah. Yeah, I saw it a little bit late, but I did see it. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. Moving on to Amaze. Amaze, these already I can tell look fantastic. Oops, I don't know what just happened there. Lovely structural drawing. Really, really nice portraiture. I'm not surprised because Amaze draws a lot of people, so he's obviously very competent with this kind of thing. But go give Amazing Fan 15 a follow if you aren't already. Does a lot of character work, does a lot of comic and some animation work too. So make sure you go follow if you aren't. We talked him into streaming about 6 or 8 months ago. He's been doing great. Here's oh, this one's really lovely. Lovely angle. These look great. These look great. Really, really great structure, of course, and proportion on both. You can just tell that there is a level of comfort with the human form right here. You've been practicing structures recently. Nice. I need to do more architecture too. I feel ya. Amaze, this looks fantastic. Fantastic. Lovely stuff. Oh, you mean structure of the face. I thought you meant like structures. Sorry, I misread that. But yeah, I mean, I can tell, like, I think you're doing a great job with your structure stuff. And I think what you're doing here, like drawing in like kind of the planes of the face a little bit is helping with that too. Especially right here, I can really see you thinking through that. For sure. Faces are hard, especially when you make them move, Yangularu. Goodness gracious. These are really nice here at the end too. Lovely, lovely studies. Man, I don't know how you do these so fast, Yangularu, seriously. If you guys aren't following Yangularu, make sure that you do. Fantastic art streamer, does animation live on Twitch, so you can watch Rue do this and also be amazed and baffled. But these are great. Do you just like find, so how do you do these studies? I'm so curious, like do you just find like footage of people talking and then just basically do like individual frame studies each time, or are you drawing the image one time and then like moving it? I'm so curious how you even, I don't know how you do any of this. Rue scares me sometimes too. I know Rue is too powerful, guys. You gotta go follow Yangularu if you aren't already. Like these are so impressive. You move through shorts on YouTube. Yeah, that's true. There's probably a huge back, like all kinds of faces on YouTube. So you just like move it frame by frame and then like redraw it. I guess that's part of the, like, keeping it consistent frame to frame. That's the study, probably. Not just a face study, but for an animator. I imagine that's an animation study, too, right? Just that practice of keeping everything consistent frame to frame. It seems so complicated. Like, I don't, especially, like, doing it all, like, drawing it by hand. You know, it's one thing to rig a model, and then it just always looks the same proportions every time. But drawing this by hand and having that understanding of form and the planes of the face and everything to be able to keep it consistent. Like, look at this. So impressive. So impressive, Rue. Even the handwriting is pretty. I know. Rue is too powerful, Vessel. I'm telling you. Yeah, everybody go follow Yangularu. Yangularu is great. Thank you so much for doing some face studies with us. Always, you know, you can draw. I hope you don't feel like you have to animate, but it is always impressive when you animate stuff too. Like, just incredible work. So good. Bakaholic! Only had time for 2 warm-ups. Faces are hard, yes. But these look great, Bak. Holy cow. No, these are fantastic. I like that you chose really unique-looking faces, too. Lovely studies, Bakaholic. Good job, like, mapping out the structure. I mean, it looks dimensional, though. Like, I don't feel like either of these individuals look flat. And to me, that's the hardest part of portraits, is not making the image read like it's a flat, non-living person, right? These look really good. You did a great job, Bak. I hope you're proud of yourself. I like how you stylized the hair a little bit too. Like these little brush strokes right here are really nice. Rue is fourth dimensional being that ushers art joy. Yes, it's true. Suntroa, it's true. But really nice job on like just the different shapes in these faces. These look fantastic. I always love when faces, like you can tell you're really drawing what you see and not what you think you see, because they have different eye shapes, they have different nose shapes, they have different mouth shapes, they have different facial structures. You can always tell when somebody's just drawing from a schema when every single face in a study has the same shape, because it's almost got anime face syndrome, where it's just like the exact same like V every time, you know. And like faces aren't like that, and it's really cool. Like it's just really cool to see you like carefully observing the schema. Yeah. we all have one, but it's easy to slip into. So that's what I'm saying. I really like I can definitely see mine like in these portraits. I was really trying hard to avoid that. What, Raga? You missed a people drawing day. Phoenix, hey, how's it going? Listen, I mean, we'll be streaming again on doing warm-ups on Monday. So if you want to do some portrait studies, you're more than welcome to still. There is no time limit. But it's good to see you, Phoenix. I hope you're doing well. I'm trying to get better at people, so there'll probably be more people drawing days on streams, at least because I need to practice them. Monday is so far. Well, I will actually, you know what? Just for you, Phoenix, actually, I take it back. I don't want to put you on the spot. But I am going to be doing a stream on Friday because I got Friday off. I'm going to be doing a game stream, a special game stream. And I think I'm going to start it off with a study stream, just to make me feel better about getting something artistic done before I play games in the middle of a workday. I'm doing it in the morning because I want to get it done with and get to my studio before my roommate gets home. So I'll just be doing it from like 10 a.m. to noonish or 1ish maybe. But we'll be playing Katamari Damacy. I'm not playing Elden Ring. No. We're playing Katamari Damacy. But maybe we'll do Portraits Round 2. Maybe I'll just keep doing this on Friday. So you've just inspired me. You get to D&D. Oh, nice. We'll enjoy your D&D. But if anybody wants to come draw along on Friday, I think maybe I'll just do some more portraits on Friday morning. Just so I don't have to tackle something new. So thank you for inspiring me. I think now I know what I'm going to do on Friday. But Bach, these look fantastic. So thank you. And Bach, I think, sometimes streams, but isn't currently streaming, if I'm not mistaken. So let us know when you start, if you ever decide to start streaming, and we'll give you a shout out. But these look great. Vessel, we chose the same person, and yours looks amazing. Holy cow. See, Vessel is goals here. Look at these planes of the face. Look at these structures. Look at all this. Vessel how? Vessel why? Oh, it's so good. See, this is what I wanted to paint, guys. Yeah, but Vessel is intense. Look at this. Great colors. Oh, I love it. See, my goal is to be able to be proficient enough and confident enough with people to like achieve this level of value and color play in a portrait. Because like looking at like brushy line work like this makes me excited. Like this is the type of brushy work that I want to be doing. It's not like the portrait that excites me. It's just the way you've made this person look so interesting. Like you've really pushed those red tones in the skin. It's so cool. This is so cool. And I believe Vessel does not. Yeah. Well, obviously a lot of practice. Yeah. No. There's no way you can just like sit down and do this without practicing. No. It's very clear that you do you've done a lot of portrait work. And it's paid off, I think. You do fantastic work. And I'm pretty sure Vessel does not... Yeah, you don't stream yet. Okay. I'm trying to do better about remembering, but my brain is like a slip and slide. I feel like things go in, and most of those things come out. Only a few times are things that go in big enough to get stuck. And I forget things a lot, so thank you for reminding me. But yeah, these look fantastic. These look fantastic. So good. Love the colors. Just drinking in the colors here. So inspiring. You think Vessel is the one from the fourth dimension? I think you're both from the different parts of the fourth dimension. We have another one. Vessel did too. I guess we did go kind of long today. Oh, this is so good too. Holy cow. And we have the original photo. Is this also from that Earthworld website? Were you the one who told me about this website? I can't remember. See, it's not big enough to get stuck. I don't know. But I really like that website because you get such interesting people face shapes because it's just normal people who aren't all prettied up and in the right lighting or whatever. They're just kind of like at a festival. We found this. Oh, we found this guy separately? No way. That's really funny. The website, Earthworld? Somebody, was it Dally? It was somebody. Somebody who does portraits told me about this website. And it's where I've been going to kind of farm a lot of my portrait studies. It's called Earth's World. It's just a photography collection of just like people portraits from like festivals. And oh, he's on Insta as well. Nice. I just use the website. Have that pinned on Pinterest. But it's really, really helpful. Yeah, super, super cool. If you're tired of drawing the same 10 Instagram models on Pinterest, I think this is a really good alternative for cool, unique portraits. Like just like looking at the main page, it's just you get a huge, huge variety of faces. Definitely worth checking out. But anyway, this study right here is also gorgeous. Same, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but the way you've used colors, the way you've applied light down here, like catching the light, that sort of reddish tone that pale skin gets when it's up against light like that, it's just such a good effect. There's so many smart decisions in here with the textures too. I love it. This is great. Fantastic study, Vessel. Thank you so much for sharing. Looks incredible. Where's that flex? That art gym flex, y'all. Fantastic. I don't know why somebody reacted with a dinosaur. These are great, though. Man, great work, Vessel. Charzia did some studies. Charzia does stream. Did 2 studies in different styles. Thank you for getting that shout out for Charzia. Oh my gosh, great shapes. This is a great face, too. Really, really lovely. Oh, man, look at this. I love the it's not quite a caricature, but your style still comes through so strong. Love your combination of like soft skin tones and these hard edges with the lines. Ah, so good, Charzia. This is also goals. There's so many good portrait artists in our community. I'm so floored. You guys are incredible. Yeah, that ready skin tone, it makes it more dramatic. Yeah, like when you can push that sort of like reddened. It just, yeah, something about that. There's definitely some extra drama there. But I don't know, it's just great job with the shapes. It feels very dimensional, just like I've been saying with everybody else. And yeah, really, really wonderful stuff. Make sure you guys are following Charzia if you aren't already. Very, very good art streamer here on Twitch. Also relatively new. I can't remember when you started streaming Charzia, but I feel like it hasn't been that long. Sort of newer to the art stream game. But Charzia is killing it, guys. It's been a couple of months. Yeah, I feel like it has been. I hope you've been enjoying it. I always enjoy Charzia's streams. Fantastic stuff. I have a bunch of screenshots open. Let me close those. And then we have this one. Ooh, a time lapse. You guys, we have a real treat here. I'm not gonna lie. Time lapses are a mystery to me. I do not know how you do them. I don't know if it's just something built into your art program. But this feels like a magical skill that you have to just create a time lapse of something. It looks great. It's really small. Can I make it bigger? Oh, nope, it downloaded something. Whoops. Ah, full screen. That's what I was trying to do. Oh, it's so good, Charzia. So fun to watch the process, too. See, this is what you guys could be watching if you watched a Charzia stream. There's a record, Docker, and Krita. Oh, okay. I didn't know that, actually, about Krita. That's interesting. I know Procreate has it built in, but I don't do very much in Procreate. I've heard there's one in Clip Studio, too. So it's an automatic one, like every time you draw, it'll just record, because that seems convenient. Beautiful. Fantastic studies, Charzia. And thanks for the tips. I'll have to look into those. Yeah, I haven't messed with it. I need to. You can make it automatic. Okay, cool. I just need to look into how to do it. These look so good, though. Thank you so much for sharing and inspiring us with your studies. These look wonderful. I'm just reacting to all the emotes. Flux. Our gym. Are there barbells? Dumbbell? No. Weights. Alright, we'll just use that guy. Oh my gosh, too funny. These look so good. Thank you so much for sharing, Tarzia. Voodoo's you into watching your stream. Yeah, do it. Do it. You don't watch Tarzia's streams because they scare me with their voodoo art powers. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, Suntroa. I feel like... Oh my gosh. This is great. I like this. It's almost like a character redraw. This is so good. Guys, go follow Suntroa. Hey, nice job mapping out my face. Oh my gosh, too funny. Too funny. And it's like, I'm making such a weird face in that too. I feel like your redraw is way more flattering than what I actually look like. Such a pro. I mean, Suntroa really, really dolled me up here. This is very flattering. I think Tarzia drew me one time too. I think in the draw pile. Same thing. You guys are very flattering. It's okay. Does this count as fan art? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's... I've never had fan art until I guess people started drawing me. But it is a really good study. I mean, you did exactly the right things. You just... Yeah, you got my strong jaw. I have such a hard jawline. When I was a kid, they always say you draw your characters kind of the way that you are because you are the one who sees yourself the most or whatever. And so you've studied your face more than you've studied other face types. So you always kind of subconsciously put your facial features onto your characters. So when I used to draw more fan art and would draw people a lot, people would always be like, all your characters have such strong chins and strong jawlines. And I was like, well, it's because I have a witch chin, as I like to call it. No, it does. It makes I feel like a comic book character. I'm flattered. Thank you, Suntroa. And a great study. Great study. And you guys should go follow Suntroa. Suntroa also just recently started streaming on Twitch, and I think you'll really enjoy. He's been doing some emotes too for Pyro Kitty's Tavern. Baby Casey just mogging people with. Yep, pretty much. Pretty much. Thank you for drawing me. That's very funny. I was not expecting that. That's pretty funny. I'm so flattered. You've seen worse chins? Maybe. Yeah, good job, everybody. Oh, we have a Kev one. Okay, no, wait. Before I scroll down, how much do you guys want to bet this is going to be like a cartoon drawing and not an actual study? Anybody want to take that bet? Should we do a prediction? I'm going to bet that it is a silly drawing. Let's see. Nobody's taken that bet. You already scrolled. I bet you $1 million it is a silly drawing or an actual study. Because I'd love $1 million, frankly. It's missing a key component. That's true. Oh yeah, silly. Yeah, me too. Okay, let's scroll. Let's see if we're right. You're not taking that bet? Yeah, that's what I figured. Oh, look at that. It's almost like I know. It's almost like I know, Kev. No, has a head. True, I do have a head. Not quite a study. This would be considered an imaginative drawing, so we're not going to spend too much time on it. But it is very funny, Kev. Oh my gosh, you are so funny. You guys should go follow Kev though. We already gave him a shout out. He does actually do drawings. You worked hard on it. I see that, and I appreciate that. It just doesn't quite fit the guidelines. The sunglasses are pretty funny. Oh, I like how they're even facing like that way. That's pretty funny. It is very funny, Kev. They are all missing an egret. Dali did another one here. Dali, did you draw these in one day? You are prolific. Holy cow. Fantastic. So here's the reference. And here is the study. Lovely. Lovely. And you even got the tattoos. What the heck? Dali, how do you have the patience for... How does anybody have the patience for this? I have definitely never... I would just skip that. The shading looks great. Yeah. Really, and look at the hair shine right here. I'm trying to pull up the reference. Yeah, you really glowed up this, you pulled all that was good and colorful in here and just really leaned into it. I love that so much. Looks fantastic, Deli. The blue and the subsurface scattering is really good. Yeah. This is great. This is fantastic. Yeah. Oh, 20 minutes. Wow. See, you can tell when somebody is really really well practiced at something like this when they can go that quickly and be this proficient. This is great. Well done. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Incredible work. Incredible work. Oops. Won't close. Well, thank you everybody for participating today. It was a fun one. We are going to have, like I said, a special extra stream this week on Friday. So I think I am going to continue this theme Friday morning just to kind of, I need to practice more. Excuse me. I also need to hydrate. Hold on. Let's all hydrate. I have a frog in my throat. Help. Been talking too long and not hydrating enough. But I'm going to post my studies here below so that, yeah. So that we can know where to stop for next time. I am going to scoot this over just so I can screenshot them both in the same shot. I'm going to try and be brave and post these on Blue Sky. I don't really want to, but I'm gonna. It's fine. I'm just going to do it. It's okay. I'm not super pleased, but it's fine. Okay. So let me do that before I forget. And then I'm going to go find somebody to raid. We usually try to find family-friendly artists and then work-safe artists, and generally try to raid artists. If there's no artists online, which hopefully there are some, I've been trying to follow a lot of artists in different time zones lately, so I'm trying to kind of beef up the number of artists I'm following and people following and streaming at different times. So hopefully we'll always have an artist to raid into, but let's go see who's on. And then I will be back actually in like 4 hours. I'm going to be back on at 4 p.m. tonight. Hopefully, I should be at my studio. I had to stream from home today because I'm still waiting on the car insurance people to call me. It's supposed to be today at 2, so hopefully I'll be able to get that done. But I should be in the studio at 4 p.m. I don't know what we're doing yet. Probably just working on some illustrations. It'll be more of like a project stream. That's what we tend to do in the afternoons. Morning streams are the warm-ups, but if you want to come co-work with me then, I love the company, obviously, and I appreciate everybody who hangs out. Thank you so much for the company, for the accountability, for making sure that I actually do these studies that I'm supposed to be doing, and just inspiring me with all your wonderful art. I appreciate everybody being here. So let's go and see who is streaming. Who have we not rated in a while? I'm also trying really hard to raid into a variety of people. So there's a lot of things I'm trying to do. Let's see if it's effective. There's a lot of folks on right now. Alright, we rated CNOT already. I haven't rated Shura in a while. I don't think. Ooh, I'm trying to see if there's anybody on that I've met recently. Ooh, Carissa is on. Carissa's almost never on stream, and she's also... Oh no, she's doing some book editing. She's very rarely on. She's been on for like 4 hours though. I don't know if she'll stay on. So many options. Artist resource. Oh, Surgery Cheers on. I met them recently. They're really good too. And they're kind of a newer art streamer, I think. I haven't hung out on their stream yet. I do try to only raid people whose streams I've actually hung out on so that I can make sure it's like chill. Ooh, let's raid. I know who will raid. I know who will raid. This is somebody I don't think we've raided before. They actually raided us recently. And it's another WorkSafe Colorado artist. They're doing some fun character design. I think you guys will really like their work. So if you haven't checked them out before, let's go say hi to Michael Howe Arts. He looks like he's probably doing some like D&D characters right now. I really enjoy raiding folks we haven't raided before. I think that's always a good time. Let's go say hi. If you want to stick around for the raid, if you want to put in some fun raid call stuff, let's see. I really like the It's Snow Joke one. I feel like it's very general and easy to remember. I need to make an actual command for this, but it's also very snowy here in Colorado, so I think he will also get an extra chuckle out of it, maybe. I don't know what part of Colorado he's in, I just know he's in Colorado. But yeah, if you guys want to come and say hi to Michael Howe Arts really quick with me, I know he'd appreciate it. He is a smaller art streamer here on Twitch, and I think he does really great work, and I think you guys will really like it. So let's go say hi, and then I will be back on at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. So in less than 4 hours at this point, about 3 hours. And I'll see you then, hopefully. And if you aren't already following me and you'd like to, my Discord link is already in the chat there. But if you need some socials, there they are. I am kind of leaning into Blue Sky right now. So if you follow me on any of those, Blue Sky is preferred, but I'm also on Instagram and YouTube. Eventually, I'd like to do something with my YouTube. So if you want to preemptively follow me there, go for it. Right now, I'm just uploading warm-up stream VODs. So if you want to see all the warm-up streams I've ever done, they're all getting uploaded to YouTube right now, like one a day, basically, until I'm caught up. So you can go check that out there. But anyway, I'll be back at 4. I'll see you guys hopefully then.